Kick Out Crew. James L. Corai. Brad Stanton. Coach Rosey. Adam from Bama. Mike Whitaker. Devyn Dowling. The Kick Out Crew Podcast. Available on all major podcast platforms and watch videos exclusively on YouTube.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 27 of the spookiest podcast going around. It is the Kick Out Crew, and I want to thank everybody for the positive feedback about, my chest hair being on camera. And I understand, ladies, I'll start an OnlyFans here in a minute, but hey, you can keep on, sending your requests for solicited pics, and I'll try to get my camera to zoom in enough to send them. That being said, I want to thank everybody for the positive feedback on the last episode. I want to thank John Alba for jumping in. That was quite a surprise. And man, what a week I guess it's been. But that's enough about my bullshit. It appears that I guess we're gonna go to Brad next. So Brad, what you got, man? Can't wait.
It's funny, James. I really didn't have anything to say today, but then it just came to me. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown. 1, 2, 3.
I know that it's 3. I'm the first team to score multiple touchdowns against us this season.
I know it's old news, but me and James have a little feud here. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan. I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And right now we are Eagles 1, Dallas 0. So, and also let's shout out to Philadelphia Phillies, who are now in the National League championships.
And hopefully eliminated by the time this airs.
Hey, maybe not, but they're sure doing better than your team. Whoever they are.
I will say this. I'm glad that Brad and his Eagles fans celebrated their Super Bowl of their season in week 6, because I've never seen a team more excited about a regular season game. And please remember that you beat Cooper Rush, who everybody said was better than Dak Prescott, but he averages, a couple hundred yards a game. And your team only threw for a couple hundred also, and if we could cover the flat, who knows what would have happened. But I digress, because that was 2 weeks ago at this time. And we're on to, bigger, better, brighter things.
That's right.
Dak is back, so enjoy it. That's all I gotta say.
I'm sure he's gonna look great this weekend, I'm sure. I'm really looking forward to watching him with a broken thumb.
It's a bye week, the week that this airs, but he did very good against Detroit.
Actually, I think he was 2 for 17 for 35 yards and an interception. That's what I remember. That's just
Speaking of Detroit,
I think it was a heavy Zeke and Pollard game, and Dak is back throwing the CD and Gallup. It's gonna be fun stuff.
Speaking of Detroit, I brought my D with me.
You showing your D on camera?
Yeah, it's not the first time.
Hey,
I won't be the last time.
Waka.
One more quick thing is I was listening to the show. Just a little peek behind the curtain. We record actually usually the day that the show drops. So we're recording the next week episode the day of. So I'm listening to the episode this morning just to make sure I don't repeat myself tonight. That's kind of the main reason I do it. And I'm about half hour into it. And all of a sudden I'm hearing the Yankees, like a breakdown of the Yankees. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what the fuck happened? So I remember I don't know, what week was it, Adam, where you were having a rant in the car and we left it in for everyone to hear until we fixed it later. And I'm thinking, did James accidentally put the highlights of the Yankees game in here? And I'm like 4 or 5 minutes into this. And I'm like, why would he cut in all this Yankee talk? I just changed the channel on my phone.
Oh my
4 or 5 minutes down the road. I'm like, why would he do? James, what the hell, man? Oh, Wait, it's me. So
You know
all.
me in baseball, man. Love
That's
it.
what didn't make sense. That's what didn't make sense. Like, who's the Yankee fan here? Except for that asshole Devyn.
Oh, I'm surprised you're following Yankees accounts. What's going on there, Brad?
You know, I'm
You
just
swerving the little way a little bit.
Okay, if I'm gonna go anyway, it ain't gonna be to the Yankees.
Oh, you're speaking of the ALC or of the NLCS. Well, the ALCS is Yankees versus Houston.
Yeah.
The final. They just cancel the series. I don't want to see any of these fucking teams win anything.
I mean, you're from Texas, Oklahoma.
Fuck
whatever.
no, I hate every Houston. I'm from Texas, and I love Dallas, and love Austin, of course. Love Texas. Hate every Houston team. Hate the Rockets. Hate the Astros. Hate the Houston Cougars. Hate Rice. I mean, hate them all.
You hate the Texans. How can you hate the Texans?
Why would I like them? They're not the
Well, why
Cowboys.
do you hate? There's nothing to hate. There's nothing about them. What did they won? It was their best season, 7-9.
No, Deshaun Watson took it to the playoffs. Probably, probably had a helping hand in getting them there.
Yeah. They have like a Detroit Lions playoff record.
Well, hey, J.J. Watt. I mean, who doesn't like J.J. Watt? But yeah, I've never liked any Houston teams. And if you remember, David Carr and the Houston Texans beat the Dallas Cowboys their first regular season game. The expansion team takes down the dynasty. I remember that call. Fuck them.
Yeah. I hear you. All right, well, that's it for me. I just a quick hitter this week. Nothing to report. I promise I'll have some better dirt for you next week. All right.
Right. At least we got to talk sports that are not going to be current by the time this airs.
That's what makes it great, though. That's what makes it great.
Yeah, so I can eat crow, and I'm like, yeah, Dallas gonna win, blah 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 blah. I'm foaming at the mouth. Ugh. Well, appreciate that, Brad. Fucking love Philly, man. Good, such good shit.
Such good shit.
Shit. That being said, yeah, you're muted. Thank God. We're gonna go to Mike next. So, Mike,
It's me.
How's everything driving along for you, bud?
Driving along. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, no, another good mid good week, I guess. Had a few little. Yeah, well, it's a fucked up week. Fuck it. But anyways, the other night I was sitting there flipping through the channels, and I came across a commercial for a show. And first thing I thought of was Brad. I'm like, Brad, you're gonna like this show.
That's a little.
It's called. Tell me if you read it or seen it or not. Surreal Life.
Let me guess, they cried during the show, right?
No, Brad. I'm sure Brad's seen the Surreal Life.
I
It was
know
on.
this show.
It was on between 2003 and 2006.
Oh, okay.
That was
I was
before
about to say,
Devyn
Okay,
was born.
VH1
they have
show, I think.
Yeah, they have a bunch of celebrities in a house and get together
seen
and
it.
party and have big orgies and everything else in it.
Well, it sucks.
Coming up with a new season, and guess who is in it?
Who's in it, Mike?
C.J. Perry, formerly known as Lana.
Yeah.
Gangbangs, did you say?
There we go. So she will be on it with Mr. TikTok Clock guy and a bunch of other people.
Dennis Rodman.
I heard CJ Perry.
Dennis
had a
Rodman's on
website,
there, yeah.
CJPerry.com.
You brought my D back up, Mike. See? Look what happened.
See?
Yeah.
C.J. Perry,
CJ
Dennis
Perry
Rodman.
gets my D up too.
Who's the clock guy? Funkmaster Clock, whatever his name is.
Flavor.
Talking about Flavor Flav?
Flavor Flav. There we go. That's
Oh, I
it.
thought you
Flavor
were talking
Flav.
about like a dude
Flavor
who's like,
Flav.
oh, he's known for making Rolexes and shit like that. I thought you were talking about legit.
I
Is
thought
that,
they were
the guy, is that the
bowling.
guy from Malcolm in the Middle in this, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
Guy
his
from
name.
Malcolm in the Middle. There you go,
Why
Brad.
you gotta
See,
skip
you
over
know.
Flavor
I-
Flav like that. That's the best hype man in the business.
I just watched a 30-second commercial. Brad already knows about the whole story going on.
There's a song called "He Got Game" by Public Enemy, and you would think, I mean, Chuck D kills that song. Great song. It was, obviously off the movie "He Got Game."
Chuck who? Who?
Chuck D.
Yeah.
Shout out Jesus Shuttlesworth. But yeah, at the end of that song, Flavor Flav, old Cracky McGee, allegedly did crack. But he does like this quote thing at the end where he's just like talking over the beat and stuff. And it's actually like, holy shit, man, this is really emotional, like inspirational stuff. So, He Got Game, Chuck D and Public Enemy,
Now, let me tell you about the Surreal Life. Wasn't Ron Jeremy in a season of the Surreal Life before?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. I never watched
Yeah, I
it.
think so.
It was Ron Jeremy.
Wasn't Vern Troyer when he was
the
pissing
fuck
on his
outta here,
moped, his
Coach.
little scooter?
What's that?
Vern Troyer, old Mini-Me. Wasn't that the show
Yeah,
where
he
he was
was
like
in-
pissing
Oh
on
yeah,
the-
yeah,
everything?
yeah. Little Mini-Me was on there.
Yeah, that was the reality show that MTV made after the Real World got canceled or
What's the
ended,
one with Dennis
whatever it
Rodman
was.
in it?
That's
That's
season
the show Real Life.
Oh, okay.
North Korea.
He's in this one.
television.
And you had Vanilla Ice in that one with Ron Jeremy too.
Oh, word to your mother.
Yeah. That's
If my rhymes were an ounce, I'd sell them by the gram. Fucking,
Yeah.
I hate that song as a kid, but I always thought that line was so G as fuck.
he was funny as hell. That was just funny to think about, Vanilla Ice.
You see that one where he was like helping the Amish or whatever? That show?
No.
Oh man, Vanilla
Amish
Ice
in
did a show where
Paradise?
he was like woodworking or something.
Then he goes.
Amish
His daughter.
Paradise.
His daughter doesn't look nothing like him. Thank goodness.
Amish Paradise was Weird Al Yankovic. You're thinking of that song.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
no, Vanilla Ice had a
Living
show
most
on like
our life, living in
HGTV or some shit where he was
I
like
know what you're talking
he would
about,
do-
James.
I think it was like
He was
Vanilla
like-
Ice Rescues or something.
He
They
was
built
building
shit.
houses or something.
But he fucked with a bunch of the Amish because they're like hella craftsmen, you know.
You guys ever watch the show where the Amish leave they go out on their own and they fall? Oh my gosh, that is
I think I
go
combined
fucking
two shows together. Somebody's gonna
orgies
correct
and
the
all
fuck
that.
out of me on this. Maybe Vanilla Ice lived with the Amish for a little bit,
I know
but
what
he
you're talking
also
about,
had a
James.
show where he did like carpentry shit.
I think you're thinking of the movie Kingpin, where
I definitely am not.
That's Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson went and pretended to be Amish and hammered his hand to it.
And
Oh,
fucking Bill Murray's hair standing like straight up. He's bone.
That movie
That's a
is
great movie.
underrated.
It really is, dude. That is a great one.
Well, so where do we start there?
I don't know, but that was
Surreal
movie
Life?
time with
We
Coach.
start at Surreal Life.
We all
Real
talk about
Life?
movies and TV shows.
The
That's
Kingpin.
Coach's segment, Mike.
We made it.
Movie
Man.
time with Mike.
No, no
called
movie
the-
time.
it's
It's just
called
something I
Vanilla-
seen. I thought I was interested
Yeah,
with
Luchador.
Lana being on there.
And you
The
thought
Vanilla
I was,
Ice Project. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Ah.
Thank you. Thank God.
Yeah,
You
9
said that.
seasons.
I'd have got probably. Well,
The
nobody
more we
messages
talk,
me about this.
the
show,
more
actually.
James was second guessing himself about what he was talking about. And I
What was that? Hey, what was that one, Adam?
That was the Vanilla Ice Project. Is
No,
it?
the Amish. He did
Let me
some
see.
Amish shit, man. I know.
Wasn't just a couple episodes of that.
It may have been. Hell, I don't know.
Probably he got canceled.
All right, for those of you, if you're not watching at home, you should be, because we have a Ninja Turtle and like Rey Mysterio on the screen right now.
He's a luchador for the Broncos.
Ray McBronco.
And apparently Adam's
That's
got outfits,
right.
and this is how he dresses for them.
Russell Wilson sucks, and I didn't see that coming
Yeah.
because I was on other teams, friends that I have of fans of other teams. Like, why don't y'all fucking get Russell Wilson? And they told me, hey, he sucks. Come find
He
out.
doesn't suck. I think the new coach, Coach Hackett, he's focusing too much on the running game, and we don't really have a running back. I think we have your old running back from Dallas, Murray.
Emmett
I
Smith?
thought he was retired.
They brought him back. That's how bad we are.
Oh God. Well, then y'all got Gordon. Why don't I use Melvin Gordon? Because have you seen the way
He
he looks? At
fumbled
Russell
twice
Wilson?
on the 1 yard line. Twice.
I don't think Melvin Gordon's going to be there. The way he looks at Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
not with loving eyes. You know.
Coach, you look like you got a haircut.
I did get a haircut. I had a big interview yesterday, and I did pretty good. So I got a haircut before the interview. And
Awesome. There you
moving
go.
on.
James, I found it. Vanilla Ice goes Amish.
Boom!
There you go.
Told you. I knew. I've seen it.
There it is.
You want to look hard enough on the internet, you can find anything. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, you know, I think we've talked enough about whatever. Mike, is that
Thinking hard enough. Look at
That's
my
about
D.
it.
good grief?
We got Adam's D.
Showing his
Yeah,
deal. on
Thinking
the
hard
camera.
enough.
We got to get them ladies that don't love you on Twitter, man. So Adam's showing his D on camera, ladies.
And it's the big D.
My name, but I see y'all
11
fawning.
inches soft.
11 soft.
Good. Hey, that's good enough,
I
man.
didn't
I
show you
love
my
that.
shirt,
That's
too.
good. So I guess that swings us on down to, I believe this is kind of our we titled this episode Halloween Havoc 3, and we're not discussing any Halloween Havoc matches.
We're just making Havoc.
Hey, ain't that the effing truth? All right.
Effing.
What the hell was that?
We're trying to get off the explicit list?
I don't know, man. What am I
Oh, my
changing?
Gosh darn it.
Ah, fuck it. So, Brad, what you got?
Oh, yeah.
Or what's today's agenda?
Today's agenda, Halloween Havoc 3.
We're going to be discussing matches that aren't Halloween Havoc.
So we're going to talk about some scary matches today, or maybe not so scary matches, Halloween-themed matches that are not Halloween Havoc matches from the pay-per-view.
Or technically Halloween themed at all.
But they have some scary things in it that can be used as
Hey.
Halloween decorations or Halloween costumes.
That
if you
is
will.
the truth.
Or the matches are
Terrifying.
scary to watch.
Now, it's going to be a
We
scary
didn't
episode.
even
for sure.
remember him.
We had a dead man, and then we had, well, you'll just have to watch it.
Many dead men, maybe. Anyway,
One or
that's
two.
it. That's the agenda. Jim.
Well, I guess since we already, shot the load on that one, we're going to start with, well, hold on.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Time out.
I think my lights just went out.
Oh, something's going on.
But for some reason,
I smell a costume change.
my computer still works. Oh, how the fuck?
Devyn.
am
Power
I
go
gonna-
off?
Can you
Huh?
set your camera off?
Whoa! We're gonna do an Undertaker match. And shout out to James Dills, man. This thing's bad as fuck. But yeah. So Undertaker! But yeah.
You have to watch the video version.
I kind of like the ambiance this gives for the intro. Well, this is The Undertaker versus Yokozuna from the Royal Rumble 1994.
Just think, that's what a girl sees right before she sleeps with James. The room looking just like that.
Yep.
No, I usually try to have it pitch black so she doesn't actually see me. And this one is a casket match for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. It takes place January 22nd of 1994. Spooky times. From the Providence Civic Center. Ah, damn it. In Providence, Rhode Island. The attendance was 14,500. It had a match length of 1420. Match length of 1420. We'll get to that. The buy rate was 200,000. Oh, yeah. Meltzer gave this one 1 star. So I want to
One.
before this
How they
goes-
earn 1 star on this?
back on, I want to apologize to our friend Adam Simmons because 1 star for this one, 3 and 3 1/4, 3 3/4, whatever for
It
that
was
one.
like 4 and something.
4
for
and
that.
3/4.
Actually, I'll save my apology for Adam for the next match because that's the real one that deserves an apology. But yeah, Meltzer gave this one 1 star. Ooh.
I saw 2 stars in the match.
Ah, there it is. Well, I saw a couple more than that at the end. And then I saw
Yeah,
some
really.
blonde jackass getting in everybody's way.
Watch
We'll
your
also
mouth.
get to that. But yeah, I guess that's all I have. So, Mike, woo. Take it.
What do we got here? Well, this feud. We didn't even say the match, did we?
Yeah,
94 Royal Rumble Taker versus Yokozuna.
You
the
did.
casket match. Sorry. I
I didn't hear him. This started back in '93 Survivor Series when the unstoppable monster Yokozuna was unable to inflict any kind of damage to the Undertaker after he would slam his head into the ring steps and then gave him he gave him a bonsai drop, went for the second one, and Undertaker stood up. So after that, they granted Undertaker a title shot, and it would be a casket match. And the following weeks, it was revealed that Yokozuna was scared to death of caskets. At one point in time, Paul Bearer would even come down to the ring and bring a casket. And when Yokozuna opened it up, Undertaker was inside and beat the shit out of Yokozuna. And that's how we got here.
All right.
Now, who would be scared of caskets?
I would.
Right? Like, I remember that was one of the things. Like, Yokozuna's scared of caskets. Like, aren't we all?
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm going to get to that in my segment later on. And I think we also have a question about that as well. We can tie that all in together for sure. So I wanted to, I don't know, did you guys watch the whole like video package building up to, okay, great.
Because got some awesome quotes from it too.
I think it needs to be mentioned that because, so we got a Paul Bearer promo and I want to start with that. He has Undertaker with him. And then Coach, I want to know, what did you think of Paul Bearer?
I liked him because he was the voice of the Undertaker. We really didn't know the thoughts and feelings or even personality on the Undertaker without Paul Bearer. And I thought his voice was great. He reminded me of an old Scooby-Doo character. I love Scooby-Doo. And to hear that in wrestling, I loved it.
I love Scooby-Doo too. That's nice that you brought that up. So Devyn, but what do you think? Now you, a guy that was born in what, 2007? What do you think of the Undertaker? What do you think of Paul Bearer? And,
so I was born in 97, and my first memory of Paul Bearer is with Kane. Like when he came back, when he brought Kane back to like beat X-Pac. That's my first.
Wasn't that like
Paul
98?
So that just happened 3 years ago.
So that's when I was introduced to Paul Bearer. So he was kind of like a heel. I didn't really understand him back then. I've grown to love Paul Bearer now, going back and watching what he's done in the business and stuff. But I think he's great now.
So we have Undertaker forging something. What is that he's making with that? Like he's making something there, like a blacksmith. Does anybody see that? Yeah. Anyway, it looked really cool. So
it's
then we
steel,
have.
Man.
Oh, that's Drew McIntyre's sword.
Oh, he was just getting started on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he finally got it.
Yeah, it took 25 years to make it, but we got it.
It's been 84 years.
Yokozuna, it looks in this video package, looks scared to death in the ring. Mike, what did you think of that reaction as from a character like Yokozuna?
It showed a weakness. So it shows you that everybody, even somebody as big and as a monster like Yokozuna, has a weakness.
Who else did that real good? Was it Kamala? That was real scared of the casket, Undertaker?
And so Undertaker says, "I don't make mistakes. I bury them." Whatever that means.
Yeah. No.
Okay, go. I'm sorry, quote boy. Go.
Yokozuna, you and that rotting flesh in the ring made a mistake. It's like, I don't make mistakes. I bury them.
I didn't know the Undertaker sounded like Rocky Balboa. That was pretty good.
Man.
You
know I'm sly.
Yep, you are.
That's some Philly shit, though. Fuck that.
Of course.
I've made my New Year's resolution. Yokozuna, may you rest in peace.
We have Jim Cornette with Yokozuna. Very interesting there. But Paul opens the coffin, Paul Bearer. And I just have to ask you, with all this coffin stuff and all this stuff that's going on early, Adam, as a wrestling purist, how do you feel about this whole presentation?
I don't think it needs to be done for a world championship because I don't like the whole, whenever you do the no rules, no disqualifications, all that. When you wrestle for the world title, it should be just a straight up match or 2 out of 3 falls or something that stays in the ring. And then what happens later on in the match? I checked out right when the bell rang.
Adam, at least they follow the rules pretty closely in this match and not too much outside interference. So, at least
Merry Christmas,
for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Ho.
But how old were you in 1994? Did you think it was a good match when you were a kid?
I
loved it because it was Undertaker.
Right.
Because he scared me to death because I was 10 in 94.
And that's just it. And we'll get into that as well. So, all right. So James, I don't want you to give away the ending here, but James Elkerai picked this match, which, he doesn't like to pick matches. So out of the 3 matches he's picked this in 27 episodes, he picked this one. James, what the fuck?
Well, I believe the first match or the second match was chosen first. And I was like, well, we got to do a Taker match. And then one night I was on a Zoom with some of the homies and our very big supporter, old JB Gaze, we were talking. And I was like, man, I got to do a Taker match. And I was like, but the other one is this match. And then I was like, wait a second. I know exactly which one I'm going to do. And then, I was like, where was that? And he knew. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I think that was the night I texted like, all right, we're doing this one. All
right. So, all right, I'm going to get past it. They have like a wagon outside. This video package goes on for quite a while.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Because even Paul Bear like, oh, dude, like he's transported and then it moves away and then there's Taker.
It is.
And then like tips that hat, dude. Rest
in peace.
I like how as he went on in his career, it would say rest, pause, in, pause, peace, But this was rest in peace.
James, I'm figuring something out right now.
I like Taker.
You like this match too. You like this whole thing. You're excited. You're excited.
Well, yeah, because it's Taker, man. I think it's not the first time, I don't think, but it's only going to get better from here when we discuss the Taker, Match wise.
All right.
Yeah.
Not this match wise, but match wise.
Okay.
Would this be one of Undertaker's worst matches ever?
Mm-mm.
No, John Gonzalez was.
I was
the
about
worst
to say
match.
the same thing. John Gonzalez was.
Well.
Bundy was pretty bad, and these were all Brucey's.
Bundy was better than Gonzalez, though. Whew.
James, when you said you were picking an Undertaker match, I thought you were going Taker versus Vince McMahon, buried alive.
Oh, because you sent me that? Yeah. Well, no, I was going to pick that one, and I was like, man, I really don't know. And then when I remembered what the other match was, I was like, I can't pick like a baller Taker match, and then like, we follow it with what we're going to follow it with.
I forgot I sent you that, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I bet. That's why you conveniently mentioned it. Crazy how that happens.
So we have Howard Finkel on the intros. Coffin match. No pinfalls. No DQ. Only way to win is to stuff your opponent in the casket. So Yokozuna
double wide, double deep.
Comes out with Mr. Fuji and Jim Cornette. Coach, why two managers?
Why not?
Because he's the size of two
guys.
guys.
What?
God damn, the other one doesn't speak English.
One for one half of the body and one for the other half of the body.
Damn right.
Like that one.
Yokozuna.
One's holding the turkey ass, one holding the mayonnaise.
Yokozuna is the champion here. The Undertaker entrance with Paul Bearer. Little less than what it usually is, but this is earlier in his career. What'd you think of the crowd here, James, when he did come out, though?
Well, I want to mention that flying around. Yoko came out first as champ, which I thought was very interesting. But did you notice that when they did the crowd, like Yoko's in the ring, they do a crowd shot and somebody's holding a sign that is misspelled, marked out, and corrected right over it. They wanted to put you'll rest in peace or something. They misspelled peace, marked it out, and wrote it on top. I thought that was hilarious because the camera like zooms in right on it. But I mean it's the Undertaker. Like Yoko's in there, and we all know what's about to happen. And the music kind of dies down. There's a little pause, and then boom, and the crowd fucking erupts. Even in '94, man. And that was remember he started as like Healy McHeel, and now he's boom, like switch is flipped.
Devyn, were you a little surprised at the difference in entrance compared to what you've been watching in current times?
Well, I mean, like the entrance itself, you can tell that it's older, it's old school, along with like the video that led up to it. But yeah, I liked it. It's the Undertaker. How can you not like it?
Damn right.
So Adam,
one of the greatest things you've ever said on this show.
Yokozuna is part of the Samoan lineage. The Samoan family. I can never pronounce it correctly, so I'm going to let you do that.
He's not Japanese.
The bloodline.
Right,
Okay.
I was about to say the same. Part of the bloodline.
Do you think it was strange for him to play a Japanese character?
Play? You confused Rosey right now. I think Rosie's having a moment.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, I know, because he was Japanese. He was Japanese all up until he passed away. And then I think he had to to remember him as a Samoan dynasty person, but he did convert to Japanese and all that stuff, wore the diaper and become one of the best sumo wrestlers ever. That's why they call him Yokozuna.
Exactly.
Yeah, you didn't know that, Brad?
Barefoot.
I just ask questions that are on this paper, and then I just see what happens. Anyway, James, who are the announcers?
But what you were asking though, I know what you're asking. The Onawai family.
Yeah, thank you. I can never say it.
It's the Onawai family. The lineage is amazing because some of the Samoans, the Wild Samoans, are part of this pay-per-view as well. So that's awesome.
Devyn, Yokozuna has the original man bun hair.
You skipped the commentator question.
I was about to. Hey, James, who are the announcers tonight?
Well, glad you asked. Are you talking about WWF Radio? Because that was JR and Gorilla Monsoon. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about the actual TV live pay-per-view. Oh, well, that was goddamn, pal. It was Vince McMahon and Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase, yeah.
I wonder if anybody else knew that Ted DiBiase was an announcer. Kind of dressed the part.
I know that Ted DiBiase's
and
a
then
thief,
fucking skipped
along
over
with
the
Brett
question.
Favre. I know he's a thief with Brett Favre in Mississippi.
That is very true. Brad, hey Brad, what's that shirt you're wearing there for all of our listeners that aren't watching the video?
I'm sporting the Money Inc. shirt. It was one of those freebies that comes with your pro wrestling tees. One of the little extra $5 ones that came and you just don't know what it is. Well, I was very pleasantly surprised to find Money Inc. Because
what else did you get in the box? What else did you get?
See, it wasn't a box. I just got the one shirt. But here's the thing: I've gotten that before, and it has writing on it, and I don't know what it is. So
nice.
This was a better one for me.
Do you think JR and Gorilla doing radio WWF was maybe trying to drum that up as a thing? Because why would you have DiBiase and Vince on air and fucking JR and Gorilla, two of the best, not on the TV?
Well, they say that Vince McMahon was never a really big fan, was he?
What, a gorilla?
No, that's not what I meant.
He probably just didn't want JR to be a part of this shit show.
He would have probably given all the statistics.
Well, now goddamn Yokozuna's out here, and they're it's a casket match.
Undertaker didn't want him to talk about his basketball.
Right, I was about to say, because the dead man, you don't play basketball. It's dead man.
That's a good callback.
So, Devyn, again, I did skip a question by accident there, but here we go. Devyn, Yoko has the original man bun. What do you think of it?
The man bun, something I could never pull off, but Yoko pulled it off well.
You have enough hair. You are a bitch.
A lot of hair.
Mike, are you there?
I'm not a bitch.
No, he said he'd be right back.
Okay. So we have
yourself, Devyn.
We have
say it with confidence.
I am not a bitch.
Say that in front of your lady.
We have to ask permission first. Erica, can I say that I'm not a bitch?
Bring her in here. Let's see you do it.
I am not a bitch.
Stop yelling at your
She's
cat.
not in the house. She probably went to the grocery store or something.
Yeah, for real. She ain't even there.
Oh, they yelled something. I don't know. I closed the door, ran back really quick.
You locked the door so they couldn't come in, didn't you?
Yeah, she's probably be like,
fuck that.
why do I have you? Or some shit like that.
Yep, she's back.
Say it now.
Hey,
Say it, Devyn. Say it.
Yeah.
A bitch.
Erica, you got his nuts in a thimble. Come in here and prove it to
Never
us.
mind. She doesn't need to hear that.
Crushed in a vice in the tool shed.
Anyway, so
Bring her in.
Referee Earl Hebner holding the urn. Oh, is she really going to come on?
Give her the headset, Devyn. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, give Erica the headset. I want to talk to a cheerleader.
She's dipping. Sorry, coach. She's dipping.
See? You're a bitch.
She's dipping. What do you mean she's dipping? She likes snuff?
Oh, she hates she's leaving.
What you got? Copenhagen,
She's dipping. Why do you?
Grizzly, Skull.
It's got to be Cody hat long cut.
You're doing a dip? That's cool.
Anyway.
And you dip, I dip, we dip.
Slow start by Paul messing with the urn. We have a face-to-face in the ring. I love seeing his clothesline not yet knocking Yoko down, but then the big one that knocks him down. We have the heads into the stairs. I was always told Undertaker had safe punches. Adam, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. What was that all about?
Devyn.
Did she leave?
Devyn's
was
in
awesome.
trouble. I'm sorry, Brad. But say that one more time.
I don't know. Undertaker has,
Sorry about that.
Undertaker has safe punches. Can you elaborate on that? Do you think they look safe? Or
Oh my God, he's got some of the best punches in wrestling. I mean, because he can make it look like he's tearing your head off, and he barely brushes you. But that's years and years of training and practice. I mean, you got to realize he's been in there with the best, and he brings it to WWE. Before he was the actual Undertaker character. But between him and Yokozuna, I wrote down earlier how Yokozuna is such a good big man, but when you pair him up with Undertaker, they just make each other look so much better. I mean, they're good wrestlers anyway, but Yokozuna just makes everything look so believable as far as because he's a big guy, moves well. Undertaker there's nothing that he can't do. His punches look good, kicks look good, the running DDT does look good, old school, all of it. Everything he does was good. So he's probably the best puncher, safest puncher. Now, unless you piss him off, then I would hate to know how hard he can lay your ass out.
What about the way he threw it? Like, that back, like, and then it wasn't like ball up fist and go. It was.
no.
I always thought that was really cool about the
He did
Taker.
that under the chop forever, and then he went to American Badass.
Love that
changed it
shit.
around.
So we have the Undertaker on the top holding Yoko's arm onto the rope, off the ropes, across the back of the neck. Chair shots to the back and the head of Yokozuna. Does anyone look better in spandex than Yoko, Devyn?
Repo Man. Say Repo Man.
No one has ever looked better than Yoko. He's the only one that could really fill out those spandex pants.
Right. Mike, what do you think of DiBiase as an announcer here?
I think he's good. Sorry, I wasn't paying too much attention. I was doing something else real quick.
Did you get your card?
Yeah, I got my car in
Yeah,
situated.
we're only recording. No big.
Yeah, no big deal. It's a couple hours.
Yeah, no big. I just got to, get my car and figure out.
Hey,
but-
man, at least you're driving this episode along. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Hey.
Okay. But all right. Ted DiBiase, he did good, but I don't think that was his strong suit.
So we have Yoko with chairs. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah. No, you're good. That's what I was gonna say.
Yokozuna with chairs to the Undertaker. Two big men, very methodical. James, do you like this version of Mr. Fuji, or did you like him better in the black outfit with the hat?
That's a very
Yeah, I
good
didn't
question,
expect that
Brad.
question, huh?
How was it? Because
That's
they're
a
both.
good question. too.
I like they're both iconic in their own right, and I never really thought about differentiating the two because I just think about Mr. Fuji. But I don't know, man. That's really good. I guess I'm more used to him because as you get more older and more cognitive, I think I remember the black suit thing. But this is I kind of like the look too. I think it fit well with Yoko, especially with them carrying the flag. You can't carry the flag in a suit, so I think this is a lot better.
When he was with Warlord and Barbarian, he looked better in the suit. But with Yokozuna, he looked better just like he was here. I like that point.
Devyn, you mentioned this in these notes you got me. And Coach, I wanted to ask you because I think you know the answer. How were they able to get this coffin?
Well, I do know this story.
Good.
Bruce told
I
me once that they went to a place called Coffins Are Us, right outside of Philadelphia. Now they went to that original one in Philadelphia, but according to James, he told me that they only had coffins full of horse feces. So they had to go to another city and find a bigger one, because Yokozuna's waist size was probably in the 70s. So they had to make sure, just in case Yokozuna got put in the casket, that they got that done. And they got it actually in New York City.
Well, I was
Double wide and double deep.
Appreciate that story.
I got one other story too. I challenge you guys to do this. Okay. I'm going to make sure I say this quiet enough.
Yeah, on air.
The next time you're with a lady, it's the tried and true effect. It'll pop you. It won't pop her. But most of us are in committed relationships. When you're about to excrete, instead of saying, yeah, go, ooh, yeah.
Whenever you're about to use the bathroom, you gotta go, woo.
No, and then
Oh,
bust. when you do that.
yes.
Good technique. Tried and true.
I gotta wipe my butt. Yeah.
So in all actuality, they were not able to get a coffin. You weren't able to just buy a coffin at the time. The way they were able to get it is because we all know this, but I don't know everybody at home that's listening.
Coffins are us. Rosie just said that.
That Paul Bearer was an actual Undertaker,
Yes. that
and
is
because
true.
of that, they were actually able to get the coffin that you were not able to get at this time. Very, very interesting. That this is the most bizarre
That's
thing in
true.
the world. That he is an Undertaker for the Undertaker.
And his name is Paul Bearer of all things.
Well, we know.
How ironic is it that his name is Paul Bearer?
But you can't make this shit up, though. You can't make this shit up. Like, he
Dude,
actually
there's no
is
way
an
you can
Undertaker.
make this up.
And they didn't know. They didn't know. He just brought it up. They're like, wait, what? They're like,
We're
he's
gonna
a
bring
real-
old
he's a-
Percy.
He's a
we're
real
gonna bring in old
Undertaker, and his
Percy,
name
see
is
what
Paul
he's gonna-
Bearer.
So just, I just think that is so interesting.
Well, who
Um,
names their child Paul Bearer? I mean, who does that?
I don't know. Adam from Bama. I don't know.
And he was diddling Taker's mom, but that's later.
Yep. And the
Uh,
fire
Bill-
happened.
Belly to Belly by Yokozuna looked really good, but then you have Undertaker do the iconic sits right up that he's still doing. Well, he was doing it until he retired. Adam, what are the expectations for a match like this when you're coming into it?
Well, like I said earlier, when you got two big men, you know, you're not going to see a bunch of high flying Hurricanranas and Tope Suicidas and everything. But when you got Yokozuna, you already know what you're going to get. You're going to get just the big man leg drops, bonsai drops. By Undertaker, you're going to get a show because he puts 110% in every match. So anytime I see Undertaker, my expectations are higher just because I know how good he is.
Terrible chokeslam by Taker. DDT.
That wasn't on him, though. That wasn't on him.
I know. I get it.
He didn't
Not
jump.
sure.
Yoko didn't jump.
Sometimes I'm not
Okay.
sure who gets the worst of some of these moves. But Devyn, what did you think of the color of the casket? And would you have painted it a different color?
I would have painted it like a bright red, try to seem like hell.
So Yoko in the casket, but Adam Bomb broke it up. Undertaker handles him. Then we have Kabuki come out to help. Mike, is this what this match needs at this point? Is just more people in it? Did that fucker leave again?
Yeah, my name is Mike, and I don't think they need that many people in the match. My name is Mike Whitaker.
Okay.
Answer it over. He never explained.
Hey, I'm back. I'm sorry. He called me real quick. All right. Yeah, I think there's too many people in it from the beginning. They don't at the
Just like
very end.
Adam
From the
said.
beginning, there's supposed to be two people at the beginning. What are you talking about?
Well, you know what I'm saying, when everybody start coming out.
So then we had Bam Bam Bigelow come out, Mike, and he's got the flames on his head. Mike, you had once told us you have 18 tattoos. If you happen to lose all your hair one day, are you going to get the flames on your head?
Damn right I am.
That's what you get for fucking leaving.
Damn right I am. Actually, I want to get eyes on the back of my head. That way I can always be watching you, even when I got my back turned.
You're always
Hey,
listening.
Even though your front eyes are always blurry from drinking all the time.
Exactly. Then I got a good set of eyes.
All right. So at this point now we have four guys plus Fuji plus Cornette. Paul Bearer fighting with the urn. James, would you consider the urn a household item?
Well, that's a morbid way to go about
That's
it, I
a
guess.
dark question.
I mean, I don't own one, that was
I think I was drunk when I wrote this shit. And,
I'm waiting on Coach to
reading
get
it down
pulled
the
out.
bottom.
that was woo. I would no, I don't think I would consider it a household item, not per se. People do have them in their household, obviously, as mementos, the loved ones.
I have
But-
3 of them in my house.
I don't know why I
Yeah.
wrote that. Why
But
did
do
I
you
write
use
that?
it to cook or vacuum or clean or what do you mean household item?
I think
Yeah.
I was doing it going
Fucking
back. to the
awesome question, Brad. That was a good. Hey,
It's more ornamental.
And
yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason, I picked you to ask. I don't know
They
why.
can't all be singers, I guess.
So, Coach, let's see what I have to say next, right? I'm reading this for the first time in a week. Coach, does the Undertaker not have any other friends to help him out? Why is he in there by himself?
Well, when you represent death, who the hell wants to be around you? They got to stick to the gimmick. He's an evil person. He'll put you in the ground. He doesn't even say that much. Shit, if you go out with the Undertaker, what are you going to do? Hold the conversation with yourself the whole night? Screw that.
Double J comes out in all red and white. Looks like an elf you would order from a bachelorette party. Okay, like I said, I'm just reading.
Love
this
it.
Well, that's the
He looks
Venetian
like one of
blonde
those elves on a
dip
shelf.
dancer.
He looks like an elf on a shelf.
Dick dancer elf on the show.
So 8 guys in the ring now. Adam, has this been too long? I have a page and a half of notes left.
Yeah, this is way too damn long. It's a slow match anyway. Then you got 8, 9, 10. I counted 10 guys by the end. But yeah, it's way too long.
Match length of 14:20. If you
That
watch
shit
it
went
on
4:20.
the Peacock from promo to end, woo, like
Way too
32,
much.
I think.
You have Diesel in there now too. Devyn, is it any secret why the business was suffering in this era?
No.
I think they kind of showed their cards on that one.
All these gimmicks and like they can't have a finish to the match. Like I don't know.
When did a casket match turn into like bring out the
An
roster?
orgy.
I don't know. So you have the Undertaker fighting out of the coffins. I'm right. I write still going. The urn is burning green smoke now. I would hope. No. This is what he said. It would appear that the power of the urn is escaping, and the power of the Undertaker as well. What the fuck? All right.
That's perfect explanation. I agree.
I cannot believe this is still going on. This is the longest. Is this one of the longest finishes you've ever seen, Coach?
I kind of blocked it out. Started looking at my phone. So yeah, it definitely dwelled and dwelled. But after this match, I had to go to the Owen Hart moment. It was so bad when Owen turned on his brother.
I prematurely,
Same
like
show.
most of the things I do, I write mercifully ends with all the guys rolling him in. Announcers don't know what else to say. Yokozuna has his arm raised in the air. Yeah, great job, pal. They all rolled him out of the arena, but then gong, gong, green smoke, gongs galore. Undertaker's now on the screen. He gives a speech about something.
Oh, do you
Go
want to
ahead.
know what
Go-
that speech
Yeah,
is?
James, you could take it from here because I was
Yeah,
like,
let's
I
hear
can't
it.
believe this is
Because
happening.
I'm not going to read it as the Undertaker because that would take another 10 minutes. But the quoting is, "Be not proud," meaning, you know, they just put him in the casket. Hey, be not proud. The spirit of the Undertaker lives within the soul of all mankind. The eternal flame of life that cannot be extinguished. The origin of which cannot be explained. The answer lies in the everlasting spirit. Soon, all mankind will witness the rebirth of the Undertaker. Gong! I will not rest in peace.
There it is. And
You know what that almost sounded like? Ultimate Warrior's last promo.
Hey.
Well, then tell me what the last promo was so I can see if you're right. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Every day a man breathes his final breath.
yeah. Some
but
shit. I am the
memory of
warrior. Warrior.
running. It was really good too.
Yeah, but that kind of had the same effect of it.
Yeah.
I wrote this, and this is where I think I stopped watching until the Attitude Era.
I will
Because
say that, like, you know, Undertaker does this stuff, and they keep cutting the camera back to Yoko, but lo and behold, Mr. My World, because, you know, it's no one else lives in it, I guess. My World is standing in front of Yoko, just like soaking up all the camera. And finally, you see Yoko like kind of waving over him, and then kind of just like gives him a tap on the shoulder, like, get the fuck out of the way. And then finally, Jeff moves. So sometimes, sometimes it's not my world. Sometimes other people have some shit going on too. Ain't he great?
So,
Ain't he great?
I mean, this still went on for a while after, still going, rising in smoke. I wrote fucking Vince McMahon. Are they filling the time now? Are they getting people ready for the Royal Rumble? Undertaker making hand motions with the urn for another, felt like 10 minutes, but it was probably just a minute.
It is weird seeing all the fucking roster on the screen, well, heel wise, you know, doing the casket bullshit, and then like Paul Bearer takes it at the end. But then all of a sudden it's like, Rumble time. You just saw them. Guess what? Here they come again. You know.
So anyway,
who won this Rumble? I didn't watch
This
that.
is the two champion Rumble.
The
Oh,
two,
yeah.
Brett and Luger.
So unless anybody has anything to add, I think we're all set here.
This
Build
match sucked
WrestleMania
balls.
10. something else happened. I know the Owen and Brett thing happened. Something else happened in this Royal Rumble, but I cannot remember it right now. And I'm sure our fans will definitely alert us. And speaking of fans, Brad, do any of them have any questions about this match?
You know what? I think we do. I don't want to ask the one that Zolt asked yet, though, because I do want to save that one.
Yeah, I mean, ones that specifically relate to this.
No,
one.
that is pretty specific to this one, but I have a game that we're playing later, and I'm going to incorporate it in this.
Oh.
So,
is this a running storyline?
And I can't find the questions.
It's at Kickout Crew on Twitter. That is at Kickout Crew. You can follow us. You know, we'll more than likely
Brad,
follow you back at
Brad, I have
Kickout
a
Crew
question.
on Twitter, where our fans asked us these questions.
I have one question, Brad.
No.
You ever kissed a rabbit between the ears?
Waka
For
waka
all
waka.
One
for all of
rabbit.
our video fans, or I'll say this, for all our female fans, you should watch the video version because there's Adam once again.
I found a
11
question.
soft.
I found a question. Yeah, in his
Show him the
fucking
D.
dreams.
Showed it actually that time.
So when the Undertaker, this is from our friend Brian Haremza. When Undertaker died and floated up to heaven, do you think he made it to heaven or was it purgatory? I mean, he did say he would not rest in peace.
I think he went up and bounced back down because they wouldn't let him in, so they bounced him back down. And he come back down. He's like, I'll try again later. I don't think he ever made it.
I don't even, I mean, it's funny that Brian. I think he's in purgatory.
Oh
go with
yeah,
that.
for sure.
He's in Vince McMahon's
He is the
world.
Undertaker.
No, I think he's in Texas. I don't think he's in
Wasn't he
purgatory.
a
I think he
dead
lives in
man?
Texas.
So
Hmm.
wasn't he already in a purgatory state?
Yeah, he was already dead. How can you kill a dead man?
I thought he lived in Texas.
Why is the Undertaker dead? Like, the Undertaker isn't a dead person.
He's the dead
But
man.
is he alive?
Yeah, most of the Undertakers I know are alive.
I think the Undertaker, I think he died and just kind of lived in purgatory, but he's such a
I thought
powerful
he lives in
being.
Texas. Why y'all keep saying purgatory?
He can just come down every Monday and Sunday.
He
when
played
needs
basketball
to.
for
Babe,
South Baptist
honor the
Temple.
business, Adam. Reverse figure 4.
He lives in Texas.
He lives in an everlasting spirit. Soon. Oh, wait. The spirit of the Undertaker lives within the soul of all mankind. That's where he lives.
There
What do
we
we
go.
got there, Coach?
So he's not dead.
We have the star of the 8th grade Madison #1 volleyball team, the Ocho, number 8, Abby Rosenbaum.
Woo!
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah,
I love
Good
football.
job.
It's my favorite sport.
10,000 people are listening to this right now, so congratulations.
Right?
Yeah,
you
there
could
you go,
probably
bro.
get a scholarship
And
offer out of this.
People in Canada are listening too.
Hashtag Kickout Crew. They'll take care of you, trust me.
Hashtag it's your show. Your in all caps.
Hashtag KOC. Spell it out.
Looks like Coach's eyes are closed. Like, I'm sorry I did this.
No.
Mhm.
He's just resting his eyes. He's just resting his eyes. That's it.
All right. That's the only
You don't
question I
have
want to ask.
headphones, man?
It's the only question I want to ask for now
No
because
way we could continue this episode without a disclaimer, I guess.
Amy's
Gotta go, girl.
You don't have to, but I would recommend it
Hey,
I
take your
see.
ass back in your bedroom.
because
I'll
I'd be
tell you the
cussing.
story about James and I at the biker bar later.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
we'll save the other questions for later along with Amy's special question. Okay.
Got him. Yes.
Back to you, James.
But fuck yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I didn't know if she was still in attendance, and I
So
used to do.
you said fuck
I
yeah.
care about the kids,
That's
you know.
good.
Motherfucking fly flying around, but hey, I'll get him here in a second. But speaking of flies flying around, Devyn, can't wait for your topic. So man up to the plate, and
All right.
let's get your topic in.
So normally Brad's the one that does this, but I have a game for us this week. I kind of thought,
Oh,
in
boy.
honor of like
New
spooky
games?
season, I want us each to build a spooky faction. With like, it has to be 4 people, and there has to at least be 1 female.
Shotzi
So that-
4 times.
Thinking the same thing.
All right. You can't duplicate people.
I go
I
first.
wish we could.
All right, Adam, you're first.
Undertaker, Kane,
You
let's see
suck.
here. The Godfather, and your mom.
Oh!
My mom's not a spooky woman.
Waka, waka, waka.
Your grandma is, because remember, she tried to creep in on the two of you guys. That's creepy.
All right.
And you can hear about
What
that in the
kind of woman?
archives.
Okay, I'll
Good
go.
answer.
My chick is that zombie girl on AEW.
Abaddon.
Abaddon.
Abaddon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Her.
Abaddon.
The bad.
Yeah.
Abaddon.
And then we got the boogeyman.
Alabama did.
Alabama Dawn.
Yeah, whatever it is.
The
And we got
Alabama
Boogeyman.
Dawn.
He's up there. Who else do we got?
Sounds
Uh,
like you're
the
doing.
we got the mommy dude.
Last week.
I got the mommy dude.
The Yeti.
The Yeti.
Yeti. Yeah, Yeti. And Vince McMahon.
All right.
What the hell?
He's
I like it.
spooky for sure.
No.
The
Oh.
Yeti. How spooky is
So
toilet
this-
paper?
This faction is supposed to be spooky. So me just picking the Bella Twins and the Iconics wouldn't work.
No.
I got a spooky person.
There you
In
go.
honor of Thanksgiving,
Oh, my
I always thought this was creepy. The ultimate pedophile character,
The Repo Man.
Candyman, the Candyman.
Oh.
Ooh.
Anybody that hands out candy to kids in the 1980s and 90s, we were told not to accept candy from strangers. And they
No
brought
trick or
that character
treating,
in
huh?
there.
There's no trick or treating for.
Yeah, what you doing on Halloween?
We knew everybody on the block is what he's saying, right?
Your
what
Halloween
you said.
sucked.
All right, so the Candyman's one. Keep going, Coach.
Another scary one would be Medusa. She
Oh,
was
good pick.
Yeah, I never really liked Medusa. She always looked kind of creepy. And in honor of the AWA show they just did on the territory, that guy Mad Dog Vachon, man, if you watch that show, that dude was spooky. He opened up the airplane door, hung out, you know, popping pills, doing this, that, and the other. That dude was scary as well.
Boom.
And if you never heard of him, look him up, Devyn. Mad Dog Vachon.
That's Luna's father, right?
You know
Yeah.
it.
That's him, yep.
So
All
I'm
right.
going to go with Sir Isaac Isaac Yankem DDS. I think he would work out really well. It doesn't have to be a wrestler, right?
No, that counts, I guess.
Well, no, I mean he's that's. You know,
I mean, he's.
I meant my
He's a
next,
wrestler.
one. He was a wrestler. I'm going to go with. I wanted Elvira to be in it. I don't know if you guys know who Elvira is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elvira.
USA up all night.
I'm going to go with. If you're going to have Yankem, you might as well have Kane as well.
Okay.
So we got Kane, we got Yankem, we got Elvira, and Rebel.
What about
Oh,
Kane and Britt Baker? Can we do that? Or Ozzy Yankem and Britt Baker? Can we do that?
Yeah.
All right. I want to change
got-
my woman. I want to change my woman to the chick from the Tales from the Crypt. The woman that pops up. I want her.
This is great that we don't have to have a wrestler. It all changes.
Yeah. I want the Tales from the Crypt chick.
I got
Hey,
this one.
you're
we're
up,
going.
James.
We're going Shotzi. Shotzi.
Getting that spooky
Yeah.
to me. Fuck. no.
GA. Well, that's what I'm saying. She makes me take she makes a part of me do a Shotzi. I'll tell you that much.
She makes my
that-
broomstick.
I bet she does.
Shout out.
Yeah. Ride my tank. That's all I'm saying. We got her. I wanted to give Abaddon a shout out too because, yeah.
You mean Alabama Don?
Alabama dong.
Alabama Dawn.
And
Denise
Papa
from Alabama
Shango.
Don.
And Papa Shango, and also because this serves two purposes, because Papa Shango could do his spooky thing.
Dongo.
He could also use Shotzi and Abaddon as extras in another one of his gimmicks he does. So hey, that's a twofer. Step on up,
All right, I like
ladies.
that.
This Pimp Daddy. And
Oh.
who's the other one? y'all mentioned it earlier, and I'm kind of going to go with this one. And it's, Mad Dog's daughter. I'm going to go with Luna. Luna Vachon.
Got your back, Jack.
I'm roll tide on Luna.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if I'm roll tide on her.
Oh, I am.
Let's all slow down. Let's all slow down. All right.
Can't say I am.
I was like, you got to pick one female, and I picked like one male.
Yeah, it just had to be at least one female, so always give
no problem
women
with
appreciation. All right, so my picks, I had a few days to think about this, and I go with Sting, back from like 97, 98 era, and then Darby Allin from now because they work well together, and then appreciation to the faction in WWE, the Judgment Day. I'd take Damian Priest, who's going to be in the second match, and Dom Mysterio's woman, Rhea Ripley.
And I was just thinking, fuck, I forgot her. Luna and Rhea would be,
I have to say, she's doing a great job right now. She really is doing a great job.
She's doing amazing
too.
I wasn't all in on her, but this little whispering in the ear thing, I'm in. I'm in.
I'm roll tide on her too.
I'll be all up in her. Anytime.
I could just picture you looking up to her. You're up to her waist.
Damn right.
You're like, what's up, girl?
That's all I need is
She
waist.
would pick you up literally and just be like she would kind of sort of fuck you in a sense because she would just pick you up and like.
I could picture Mike having to go up on her instead of going down. He had to go up on her.
I'm just
works for me.
Straight up in the air at her, like, hi.
Anytime.
Well, and he's perfect height to. Never mind.
All right, so that was just a fun game I thought of a couple days ago, and thanks for participating, guys. Back to you, James.
Yeah, that was a good one, Devyn. I'm very proud of you.
And nothing you say go wrong.
Gained a man card right there, a little man point.
All right.
So I guess next, I thought we were gonna, be turtles in a half shell, but
I did that half the time, so I did
Yeah.
half shell half the time.
I got it.
But we went to Louisiana. Went to New Orleans, and here next weekend I'm going to Houston. So
How about a
but
job?
New Orleans was awesome. You ever get a chance to go to do a ghost tour that they have, and they put you in the van and take you around all the cemeteries and the haunted places? If you ever get a chance to do that, y'all need to, because it's awesome.
How was it?
Oh, I loved it. It was amazing. I didn't know Nicolas Cage has a tomb out there. He actually has his own pyramid where he's going to be buried out there.
Well, he's killed the movie scene. Boom.
Boom.
So, whatever that movie he did, what was it? When he did the pyramid, what was it? Some movie he made, he got the inspiration to do the pyramid as his tomb where he's going to be buried. So we got to see that.
Con Air?
He's in a lot of movies.
National Treasure.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's what I
National
was trying
Treasure.
to
That's
think
it.
of.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
And they say that thing gets shot by lightning 2 or 3 times a year, and they have to go out there
that'd
and
be
do
awesome.
damage work on it. But you ever get a chance to go out there and do it, I would, because it was awesome. Shout out to Frank Bruno for having us over for the weekend, and
You
shout
stay
out
at
to
his
Frank again
hotel?
for having us over for Houston.
Did you stay at his hotel?
No, oh God, no, it's expensive.
Yeah.
God, no, even with his discount, it'd be expensive. But I'm not a ritzy hotel type anyway. I stayed at the La Quinta, whatever.
Yeah.
Stay at that one, baby.
I'm picturing this hotel, and it's not good.
You ever stayed at a La Quinta, Brad?
I
There
can
was
see him
two
put a
of
quarter in the quarter in the top of the bed, and it starts
Wow.
vibrating and breaks on him. That's what
No,
I'm picturing.
I had my kids with me, so this was a decent hotel. I made sure it was a nicer one. If I was by
All right.
myself, it would be one of those by the hour places.
Yeah, hell yeah, buddy.
There you go. You know the trick for those ones, right?
No, Mike, what do we got?
There's a
Okay,
hotel
listen,
right
when-
here, you can go by the hour.
Listen,
No
you
shit.
go there.
You break the
You-
sink so you can stay all night.
Yeah. All you gotta do is open your door, no matter what time of day it is. Just open your door, go, crackoo, crackoo. Give it about 10 minutes. Crack whore.
Nah, around here, you just hold up $20. You
see?
just hold up $20 and they run to you.
Yep.
Just run 20
But that's the
bucks
calling
or an-
call.
Or an empty
Gotta try
Ziploc
that.
bag. so they can put something in that Ziploc bag and they're ready to go.
Like a little
That's a
square
good
one,
idea.
like a real tiny square bag. Just hold that
Or,
up.
I
a little
remember that.
triangle, or they break it the corner off like a triangle.
Yes.
You know?
And you can tell it's like burned around the edges.
Can I get a cellophane?
I like how
please?
people who get that reference are laughing. Brad and Devyn are just like, what?
Let me borrow your cellophane there, buddy.
Represent the Northeast.
Hey man, I didn't have a bag, so here's a crinkled up receipt.
As many times I use cellophane in my life, I've never smoked a cigarette.
Or the wrapper of the cigarette.
that is
And on
so-
to you,
yeah,
Brad.
I love that, man.
No, I had a great time, man, and I'm looking forward to Houston.
Awesome.
Versus in Houston.
We're going to watch the Texans versus the Titans.
Oh.
There you
My
go.
first NFL game.
Go Derrick Henry. Man, can you believe how many yards he had in that game?
I killed it.
I
Great
think he got
job if you had
shut
it for your
down.
fantasy team.
I do.
SmackDown was awesome too. I got to see almost, and even on the platform where we were
Omos?
standing, he was still Omos, yeah, whatever his name is.
Terrible.
And he walked by, and he was still taller than us. MVP was a foot shorter, but Omos was still like, damn.
And you got a call from Brad for some reason. while
Yeah,
you're
Brad was,
sitting
I was sitting there ready for SmackDown, Brad, and I told Brad, he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm at SmackDown. Oh, okay, I'm going to give you a call. I'm sitting in my seat trying to talk to him. He goes, oh, you're at SmackDown. I said, yeah, I just told you that, Richard.
I'm like, I just read all I read was, oh, doing nothing. And then it says just sitting at SmackDown, LOL. All I saw was doing nothing.
So that's when he called. I'm like, I'm literally sitting here watching the match go on or about to start.
It's
He goes, oh, I didn't know you were at
7:50.
SmackDown.
Seriously, it's like 7:50 and it starts at 8. That's funny.
Way to go for it, Brad.
And I talked to him for at least 3 minutes before I realized it.
Why is it so loud there? What are you doing?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm in New Orleans.
Oh,
I'm at the Smoothie King Center or whatever the hell they call it.
and I'm pretty sure I just said what an asshole I am and hung up.
And the next night they were in Phoenix. So Karrion Kross actually wrestled that next night.
After the wreck? My goodness.
Yeah, against Drew McIntyre. I mean, I was just like, wow, I can't believe this.
That wreck was actually
healed back
hours
quick.
and hours before the show started. It said moments ago that was a lie. It happened earlier in the day.
They would never.
Peek behind the curtain.
Anyway,
Speaking of,
It was a great
Never.
time. Y'all need the ghost tour.
How was Bray Wyatt? How was seeing Bray Wyatt? What was that like?
Dude, just watching them assemble the doors, during the commercial break. And then just the Fireflies, because I don't know if y'all remember during the show, they said, oh, Bray Wyatt up next. But it was like halfway in the show. Then all of a sudden, somebody else comes out and goes, oh, okay, well, instead of him.
Yeah,
So
they
everybody's
did it
getting ready. Yeah, about halfway into it was when they did it.
They did it like 2 or 3 times on
Yeah,
there.
Mike
Said
and
Bray
James
Wyatt
were
next.
on
So
Zoom,
that's all you
right?
see was the
yeah,
lights.
they did it at like 8:15. And then
Yeah.
like,
That's all
the
you,
turn
that's
of
all
the
you see with the
hour.
lights.
Not
And then somebody else comes out and all the lights die down. It was funny.
Literally last.
Yeah.
But it was awesome just hearing him, just that promo. I know on TV it was good, but live it was amazing. I mean, it's, I don't know how else to say it. It was,
That's awesome.
yeah, you could feel the emotion, because we're pretty close. But just the emotion he had in that promo, it was just him. It was really, well, Wyndham, I can't
Or
remember his
was
name.
it?
But it was
Let him
actually
play
him. It
out.
wasn't Bray Wyatt. It wasn't The Fiend. It was Wyndham.
Very
It was
nice.
awesome. Had a good time.
Nice.
Anything they put on TV is a work. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, during the commercial breaks, they were trying to get the crowd into everything. So they were like, oh, okay, do your eyebrow thing. So they put the camera on somebody. You see these little kids going, trying to do their eyebrows, and they couldn't do it. And they did another thing where they did the sign thing. Some of the signs there that they didn't show on TV. Pretty funny. I mean, it gave me some inspiration for some future signs, like for Top Guy Weekend or something. They were
Did you
pretty
guys
good.
see the Road Dogg or anything there?
No, we didn't get to see none of them. Who did we see? Got to see Jason Jordan. It's just the random guy.
Kurt Angle's son?
Yeah, Kurt Angle's son, yeah.
Holy shit.
He's in great shape, man. I mean, other than him getting hurt, I wish he could be back in the ring.
Well, he has a broken neck. You can't go out there.
Okay, well, Kurt Angle did it with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, Edge.
Well, he's not Kurt Angle. He's Kurt Angle's son.
Well, he should have better chromosomes then.
He's not his daddy.
He got his mama's genes and that. He got his mama's neck.
He's got his mama's Dina's, apparently.
Hey,
he got his mama's
too,
neck.
doesn't he?
He's got his mama's neck. It should be real flexible.
Oh, Natty'd be a good one.
Oh
to have.
shit. That's what I heard.
Oh boy, get us back on track.
I'm done before I get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess next.
I lost my D too. I can't find my D.
Ain't that the truth? Been there.
Oh.
Speaking of, and I guess that's the
Kills for
best
that.
way to transition to let's see here. The spirit of Well, I will Dynamite that I went to last weekend was pretty amazing. I was at the ramp, and I'm glad everybody took screenshots and, all the posting of the pictures and stuff. It was really fun at Dynamite last Friday. We had those matches that were bangers. They were really good.
Hey, I missed that first match. Who won that?
Sammy
No,
Guevara.
it ended in a no contest.
Sammy defeated. What's his name? Brian Danielson.
But let's see. To keep it moving, what is my spirit of this time? Man, I'm glad I have the power of editing. May have to chunk up a deuce on this one because maybe my spirit has left my body because of we're doing the Undertaker, and oh yes, he took me away. But speaking of taking me away, let's see what movie and TV time with Coach Rosey. I had nothing.
What
man.
the fuck was that?
I don't know what to talk about, man. I'm sad the Hangman's
I'm
injured.
sorry. I'm just writing something down, and you'll just freaking rant about it next time. I don't care what it is. It could be about a peanut.
That's true. You gave me dots.
No, I won't. I promise you that's the last time. I promise. All right, Coach.
Hey,
movie time.
I just hope everybody has, there's been a lot of crazy shit happening in the recent wrestling world. And hey, this is what we're here for. Life is, gamble. And sometimes you need to escape, and we're the kick out crew. Because when life gets you down, kick out it too. And that's all I'm going to say. Shout out to Hangman, because that's cowboy shit right there. Cowboy shit.
You can catch me on Twitter at.
It's the only time you ever said that. I don't care. Say my shit. I don't care what it is. Fuck it. Say it. But yeah,
from Bama.
Well, we all need something to watch. So Rosie, what's the movie and TV time with you?
We skipped a lot of the outline. Wait a minute. We skipped a lot of the outline.
What we
No, we did
skipped?
not. We skipped nothing.
Yeah.
So right on track.
We should have skipped one thing on the
we skipped a
outline,
lot.
and I had the power to.
Outros is the last thing, and I just did my outro.
I got you, funny man. Coach, what do you got?
1994 was a special year for Jim Carrey. He came out with probably two of his most famous films. So today, my question to you is, which of these 1994 Jim Carrey blockbusters did you like more and why? Ace Ventura: Pet Detective or The Mask? Both of them came out in 1994. Both of them were #1 movies on the charts, and both of them were hilarious. But which one did you guys like more?
All right, Devyn, you were -3. So
Dumb
we'll go
and
ahead.
Dumber, but it came out in '93, I think.
We'll get back to you, Devyn. For
Ace
me,
Ventura.
for me, it's Ace Ventura as well. And because I didn't watch In Living Color, and I had no idea, and I had to sit down and watch this movie, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, and I could not stop laughing. The guy is
Can
freaking
you do
hilarious.
well, tell me something? Or, well, let me tell you something.
All righty then.
There you go.
That's
You
what
talking
I
about
got.
Fire Marshal Dan or whatever he does, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it now. I just didn't watch it then.
Hey, you speaking of Vanilla Ice earlier, y'all see Jim Carrey's parody of Vanilla Ice on In Living Color? Fucking awesome.
Get out of there.
So I loved Ace Ventura. I even liked Ace Ventura 2, even though it wasn't as original as the first one. It was
When
very,
Nature Calls.
yeah, it was still good.
Boom.
Everybody,
So-
nobody's picking the mask here, right? Like, what are we doing?
I am.
I'm freaking.
I knew Mike was gonna. They called me the Cuban Pete. The king of the
I'm the king of
Cuban
our
Well, look at all the stars in it.
Roll Tide.
Are you guys forgetting the co-star in The Mask?
Cameron Diaz.
Looks. That's the best she's ever.
Fire.
Her long hair in that. I love the long hair.
Fire.
I didn't even know that was her till later. You know.
Somebody stop me.
Yes.
Smoking.
Yeah.
That's it. So that right there gets The Mask #1 for me.
Okay, I'm with Mike. The Mask. Just for that reason.
Was there a hot chick in Ace Ventura? Oh, it was freaking Courtney Cox, man, from Friends.
Yeah, but you seen her on Friends.
Cameron Diaz, Courtney Cox.
What was
Can't
that,
wait
buddy?
to get to that topic later too.
What were you saying, Mike? I don't like Friends. That's not
I
me.
said
That's-
you seen her on Friends. Cameron Diaz, there's something special about her.
Laces out, Dan.
Something about Mary.
What a sports nut, huh?
Finkel is Einhorn, and Einhorn is Finkel.
Freaking
When he's
Dolphin
washing
washing
his mouth out.
because he was making out with her too.
Yes. With the plunger.
Burning
Has the
his
plunger on
clothes
his
and
mouth.
Do
What about
not
crying in the shower.
go in there.
What about the Academy Award performance by Dan Marino? Who are you?
Isotoners.
Yeah, man. The fact
Man.
that you had Damn the Man and a Dolphins tie-in,
Let's talk
especially
about-
for the NFL.
Let's talk about how when they were at the end of the movie, when he rode with Ace Ventura in the car with all those cops going back to the game. So Dan Marino's going back to the Super Bowl. There's all these cop cars, but he's riding with Ace Ventura. Then the freaking windshield's all punched out. So they're both looking out the side of the window. That was the ride. That's the car he took back. That's so random.
Oh, you got any more of that gum?
That is so G as fuck too.
That's great. He said 50 cop cars to take him back. He's riding with the guy with no windshield.
Says, hey, you got any more of that gum? That ain't none of your damn business, Dan.
Then he beats the shit out of a Philadelphia Eagle.
Forever
That's the
face,
best.
forever face in my book.
Polly.
Oh no, but Tone Loc being in that movie was good though. I
Right.
like Tone Loc.
He was good.
Donkey Kong Medina. Yeah.
So good.
Wow.
Wild thing. Yeah. That was my first.
Best part about both those
baseball.
movies is Jim Carrey.
Dude,
Yeah,
funky
he is
comedian.
so
Bam, bam, bam. Wow.
Wild thing. Bump,
Yeah.
bump, bump.
This is the
Talk to
80s,
this
and I'm
asshole.
down with the ladies.
Yeah. She likes to do the wild thing.
Yeah, that's a badass song.
Aren't they? Both of those.
Our
Funky
first
comedian and
cassette
Wild
tape
Thing.
I ever
Fucking
bought.
awesome. I got them on my work playlist,
Funky
and every time they
Cold.
play, everybody's like, "Yeah, James, I heard this all," and then everybody gets down to it.
Freaking great. Again, coach. Always.
I
That
was
works
trying to
every
see what
time,
the top
buddy.
rap song was in '94. Let me take a look here.
Easy.
Regulators, mount up. That was
Hey,
another
that
good
whole
song.
album, "Regulate the G-Funk Era" by Warren G. That whole album is, I'm telling you, track to track to track, really, really good. Even for non-rap fans, who I do a podcast with every week. Not
And one of
Rosie,
the most
obviously.
famous rap songs of all time. I'll rap it for you. No more chronic gin and juice. I'm on my way to Chino, rolling in the Grey Goose. Gin and
Jack,
juice.
go from head to toe.
That's right.
25, yeah, no there, Gizzo, yo.
Rolling down the street,
NWO.
smoking
Oh, wait.
and dope, sipping on gin and juice.
Lay
Later.
back.
With my
With
mind,
my
on
mind, on my
and
money, my money on my mind.
Later on that day, my
At the
homie Dr.
beginning,
Dre came
pissing.
through with a gang of Tangeray and a fat ass J, some bubonic chronic that made me choke. Shit, that
Shit.
ain't no joke. I had to back up off of it and sit my cup down. Tangeray and woohoo, yeah, I'm fucked up now, cause there ain't no stopping, cause I'm still dropping. And Dre's got them bitches from the city of Compton to serve me, not
Nah.
with the cherry on top. Cause when I bust my nut, I'm laying up off the cops. This is just how it
Don't
goes.
get upset,
I don't
girl.
love
It's
them
just how it
hoes, I'm off
goes.
the stove. Cause I'll be rolling
Oh.
down the street. There you go, little gin and juice.
Right?
Fuck yeah.
Well done, coach.
That was great. Thanks, coach.
Yep, straight off the dome.
Can't
right,
You
James,
See
what-
by Warren G, This DJ by Warren G.
Oh, this should
Pretty
be
much
another
that
one.
whole album, dude, is so good.
James, what's next though?
Oh, well, fuck. Now, this is the one where I need to give an apology to Adam Simmons because we watched the match on an episode and we were all just like bashing because it was terrible. And Adam's like, how can you guys think this is terrible? It's Vader. It's Cactus, whatever the rules are match. Boy, let me tell you, I am so sorry because this match that we're about to cover, I think drizzling shits is probably a gold standard compliment compared to what this match was. And that's not a trash in the performers, and we'll get there. But what match are we talking about? I'm glad you asked, and I know y'all can't wait. It's Damian Priest versus The Miz. Yeah, that one. It's a lumberjack match, which turns into a zombie lumberjack match. And it took place at Backlash 2021. Were they calling it WrestleMania Backlash at this time? I think so.
Yes, they were.
Fuck yeah, Devyn.
I think this was the first one, wasn't it?
Took place on May
WrestleMania
16th, 2021. But yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the research of this match. The venue is the Yingling Center, aka, which is also known as the WWE Thunderdome 3, which is formerly known as the Sundome. Yeah, if you say that right. There's 3 separate names to refer to this fucking place. And none of them are like franchised out. Like, it's not like different corporations bought them. Oh, no. What's that? Oh, repeat them. I thought so, because it's hard to follow. It is the Yingling Center, also known as the WWE Thunderdome 3, formerly known as the Sundome in beautiful Tampa, Florida. It had an attendance of monitors and probably, I guess, the announcers and crew and wrestlers. And, well, do you count them as attendance if they're dead or undead creatures? Ooh, we don't know. And the monitors went to in a burned down city, apocalyptic style, so it's not like we had a Thunderdome crowd in there. But it was a match length of roughly 7 minutes, and this one, which is a doozy, and I kind of want to question the rating system. Meltzer gave this one -3 stars. But the aforementioned match of Cactus and Vader, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, fucking, that's a banger right there. Yeah, enjoyed watching that one. We'll flash forward, -3 stars on this match.
That's because Dave's scared of zombies.
My goodness. Devyn, how did we get here?
All right.
Yes, tell me.
So, this feud between The Miz and Damian Priest starts way back at the Royal Rumble in 2021. When,
All the way back, huh?
Yeah, The Miz
2 months
and
ago.
Johnny Drip, John Morrison, they would come out during Bad Bunny's performance and destroy the whole DJ set. Just demolish it. And then, during the Royal Rumble, Damian Priest would eliminate both The Miz and John Morrison. So over the next few weeks, John Morrison and Damian Priest started up a little feud where The Miz was kind of John Morrison's manager. And then eventually Bad Bunny returned to the WWE and set up a tag team match for WrestleMania. That was Damian Priest and Bad Bunny versus Miz and Morrison. And Bad Bunny would be pretty impressive in that match, have a good showing, and he'd end up getting the win. Well, that just ticked off The Miz and John Morrison even more. The Miz wanted retribution and wanted to get payback against Damian Priest. So he challenged him in a one-on-one match here at WrestleMania Backlash. But it didn't end there because the Raw before this pay-per-view or premium live event, Damian Priest would go one-on-one with John Morrison and a winner decides the stipulation match. In that match, Damian Priest would become victorious, and he decided it'd be a lumberjack match. And then thanks to Dave Batista, we got an undead lumberjack match.
Zombie.
So, all right. So this is how this whole thing starts at the pay-per-view or premium live event, as Devyn says. By the way, Devyn, I have to give a shout out to you on these builds because I would have not even done it. But
Yeah, I would have just been like, Batista's plugging a movie and it's in conjunction. There's your build.
So
that's my favorite part. I like going and learning the feuds that we're about to talk about.
All right. Well, you got a job every week. So John,
sometimes 2 if you want it.
John Morrison knocks on the lumberjack door and sees all the zombies. They follow him out. So just before we get into all this nonsense, Devyn, what do you think of John Morrison?
I love him. John Morrison, Johnny Showcase, Johnny Spade, Johnny, whatever you want to call him. He's great. He's amazing. He went through the Tough Enough system, and he's been one of my favorites throughout the past 20 years.
Hey, Adam, I see you're on mute, but I'm going to be talking to you. So let's get our game face on, okay? This cuts to the bloodline, and this is May of 2021. How good is the long-term storytelling here?
Well, unfortunately, here nowadays there's no long-term storytelling. It's 4 weeks and then a new storyline. 4 weeks, new storyline. So, as far as the match goes.
No, I'm not talking about the match. I'm saying it cut to the bloodline.
Oh, bloodline. Okay, my bad.
And this is May of 2021.
Okay, now we're talking about Roman Reigns. That's a different story.
Yeah.
So we're going on 2 years and 2 months now, and they keep bringing guys back. He knocks them down, brings them back, knocks them down. Then who we got next? Logan? Is it Logan Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Logan Paul, the next undisputed champion.
Coming from somebody that's been in the business. I don't like it, but I see why they do it because he only had 2 matches. He shouldn't be going for the title yet. But him and his 3 million, whatever it is, followers, 30 million followers he's got, that's going to bring a lot of eyes to the sport. So, I understand why they did it. If he wins, it's going to be like another Dave Arquette deal.
What was the question?
Is that bad, though?
But
original question. We ain't talking Saudi shit. What was your original question?
Storyline itself.
They're still going with the bloodline, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, still going with the bloodline, and they're bringing these guys in, and now they're bringing entertainers other than wrestlers to come in because you can only beat somebody so many times. Like you can't just bring in Kevin Owens again and Riddle again because he's already beat him once. So it's not believable if you bring him in again and he beats him again. Who did he beat?
Right.
What? Brock Lesnar? They made a career out of beating Brock Lesnar 25 times.
And he had made a career out of beating Roman Reigns for a while. It was really. So
other than the bloodline, that's about the only story they've had going on.
Weren't Jimmy and Jay kind of like half feuding at this time?
Jimmy just got back.
Yeah.
And he didn't understand why.
Where was he driving?
Quiet.
So Morrison, so moving on.
I got multiple of them.
He was in front of a couple of sirens while he was.
Right.
Morrison telling the Miz the lumberjacks are zombies. Miz wasn't having it. Mike, are you a Miz? We've talked about it before, but are you a Miz fan?
I love the Miz.
100%.
You know why?
I don't.
He's
awesome. It's just so easy.
In my head, I thought you were going to say Maurice, and I was like, wait a minute.
Did y'all notice who the zombies were?
He's in Maurice every night, so give him credit for that.
And that is awesome.
Did y'all notice who the zombies were? Did it look like NXT wrestlers to y'all?
Oh, geez. Why don't you just step on the outline?
Okay. I swear I seen Braun Breaker out there as a zombie.
We got to get through the entrances first.
The zombies come out again. Coach, do you think this got a lashing more or less because of we're in the Twitter era? Now, there's been, what I'm trying to get at here is there's been stupid matches before. Like people have actually been in the electric chair in the middle of a ring before. But it wasn't also during the Twitter era. Do you think if this wasn't during the Twitter era, it would have got buried so much?
If it wasn't in the Twitter era, yeah, Twitter, I mean, that kind of drives the narrative in wrestling now. Unfortunately, most of the stuff that we hear on Twitter is not very positive. So I think it got over because of the negativity. Because a lot of people, when they see the negative comments on Twitter, it kind of drives them to go watch it because they want to see a train wreck. It was too late back in the day to get a Pro Wrestling Illustrated or a Grappler magazine because that match would have already been long done and taken care of. back in the day, we couldn't get pay-per-views like we could now. We didn't have the network, and most of our parents weren't spending $39 or $49 for a 3-hour event. You'd have to wait for it to come out on video, and then you'd rent it, and then you'd start making dub copies and selling them to people. That was the way it was back then.
The VCR on top of the VCR.
Right, yeah, exactly.
We all watched the WrestleMania 1 documentary. You know, they were going to, where'd they really make their money? They made their money off of VHS cassettes, really.
Yep.
People didn't really, I mean, I know they had the closed circuit, but still.
I watched it on video. I didn't watch it live.
I did not watch it live either. I
watched 3 live.
I didn't watch it live either.
I went to Blockbuster and I rented it, or wherever the video store was at the time. And I rented it more than
gallery.
once. Yeah, I rented it more than once. I used to love getting it. My dad would be like, oh my gosh, again. And I just
Devyn has no idea what we're talking about. Movie gallery, Blockbuster.
I loved movie gallery. We had that right in the center of our town. It was great.
Hey, before we go on, you missed this part of the intro. So the Miz's music hits. He comes out first. Then John's music hits. He comes out second, and they play John's music all the way to the ring.
You all right?
Can I be honest with you? I have not missed that. I haven't got there
yet.
Well,
you went through the zombie thing. This is pre-zombies when you're doing the musical entrance of the combatants.
The zombies are out again.
Out where?
In the hallway. They started walking around the hallway. But it's okay,
you didn't see?
Anytime you want to second guess
Leave
me.
the fuck. We'll put a preposition in there where you say
the prepositions, pal.
What is that? You're rounding them up. You're goddamn.
Hey, James, who the fuck are the announcers? Who the fuck are the announcers?
Huh?
Who are the announcers?
Adnan Verk, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton.
Man, what happened to him, huh? Who'd he ever beat?
Which one? Byron?
Adverg man.
Corey beat a lot of people. He was a wrestler in NXT, Brad.
Yeah, I know Corey was. All right. So let me ask you a question, Devyn. We're back.
Why did they play John Morrison's music all the way to the ring for minutes?
We're almost there.
Because they're a tag team.
We're back in the Thunderdome.
What is that wrestling?
We just got back from our WrestleMania, which was in front of live people. Was it completely filled? No. But we had a live event in front of live people. And now we go have WrestleMania Backlash. That's back in the Thunderdome. Is this a step back? Was this weird for you? Like, did it feel like we were all in and then all out? Like, what did you think? How did you feel at this time?
I felt weird about it, but honestly, like, it's just the way the world was at the time. You kind of go back to full arenas. If they could have done something like NXT did at the time, where they had some people around the like just outside the barricade, I feel like it'd have been better. But like, it was rough to go back to no people.
It's like we went balls deep and then we just gave them just a tip right after.
Exactly.
Right, speaking of entrances, Miz and Morrison entrance. James, just go ahead. Here we are.
Well, here's the fun thing, because Miz is actually the participant in the match. So they play his music first, and I thought that was crazy because next out is John Morrison, but isn't he kind of like the sidekick? I'm not going to say lackey because that's, a derogatory term, but, he's like the sidekick, but they play his music, and he comes out second, and then they play his music all the way to the ring. But the Miz is the one in the match, and, well, God, by golly, I just thought that was crazy. Thanks for giving me the platform to say that, Brad.
Hey, Mike, the Damian Priest entrance. Now, I think I asked you about this on the last time we did this with Damian Priest last week. But what did you think of this presentation of him in front of no people again, but his entrance now on SmackDown? Or, I mean, on
it's about the same. He has a badass entrance no matter what. I don't give a damn about the fans because I'm not there. So, what I see on... I mean, yeah, it bothers me.
Well, they battled in an apocalyptic
city,
and there was no crowd
But
there.
the entrance, him walking out, still a badass entrance. Whether there's fans or no fans. I don't care if he does it in front of nobody.
Yeah. Adam, we know the Miz is an entertainer, and he's probably up for doing this. But what do you think Priest is thinking as he's coming to the ring for a match like this?
Well, I'm sure they got a bonus for doing this because it's promoting the movie from Batista. So I guarantee you they got a little extra in that envelope or in that paycheck whenever they send it to him. So he's probably thinking, yeah, I'll get eaten by zombies. Why not?
Hey, I want to say, I want to add a little bit to that with Adam. So you're a performer, and you finally like you're getting your little your push, supposed to say, and you're like, fuck yeah, things are finally lining up, things are finally working out. Oh shit, I'm gonna have a pay-per-view match with The Miz. Fuck yeah. And then, well, come on in here, right? We got an idea, So as a guy that's like climbing the ladder and like he's making pretty successful rungs, just to be like, fuck me running, because in the back of your head you have to know this is not going to go over well. Like I get the movie tie-in shit, of course we all do, but man, I'm finally getting up there, and now this is happening.
It could be worse. They could put a gladiator mask and helmet on my head and make me do something else.
I don't know if anything's worse than this zombie shit, man.
It's not worse.
Nah.
It was bad, but not worse.
But
hey, Coach,
I don't know about that.
It'd be rough. I mean, because you just come up from NXT.
You're making your break, baby, and he's going. He's on the hill.
So, Coach, what do you think Ole Anderson and Jerry Jarrett would have thought of something like this?
I think Jerry would have liked it. I mean, shit, he put on the Andy Kaufman stuff. That was the first gimmick match of all time. Plus, he popped some dude's eyeball out. So what's more zombie than that?
Who did the RoboCop thing? Was that Hurd?
Yes, that would be correct. He also did the Battle Bowl at Starrcade that killed Starrcade as well.
Because whoever did the RoboCop thing, they would probably love this type of movie tie-in. They'd kill for this.
Hey, Mike, speaking of that, we obviously know they're promoting a movie here. They make it very, very clear. However, whose idea in the WWE they've never said, do you think this is? Who came up with this?
Vince McMahon.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Why? He had to.
You have to learn to
because it's a Vince McMahonism. It's just something he would do. Like, I don't know. That it has Vince McMahon's name written all over it. Every piece of paper, every corner.
Enjoy the taste of shit. Eat shit and like it.
But Adam, how do these wrestlers concentrate during all this stuff and actually have a match with all this nonsense going on in the outside?
That's why they didn't have much of a match. I mean, it was, 8 moves or something in between.
Maybe.
In between them hitting the NXT guys. I saw a lot of Braun Breaker out there. Like him and Von Wagner and a couple other guys out there.
So Vince had to be like...
Oh, yeah, because since...
God damn, this good shit, pal.
Oh,
Did he have a... You think he had a monetary investment in it, and that's why, like...
Well, he's sucking all over Batista.
We're making movies.
Yeah.
Hey, you got Batista, so... goddamn. Give me your zombies. I gave you Batista, you give me the zombies. This is such good shit.
Such good shit, pal.
How many zombies can I get for one Batista? I'll give you 24 of them.
Devyn,
the exchange rate.
Do you think this is for kids, Devyn, or is it almost too scary for kids?
Oh, it's not that scary, to be honest.
Well, you're 24.
I like how you asked the kid if that's too scary.
For real. Is this aimed at kids, Devyn?
No, I mean, it's not too scary. It's a little spooky, I guess, maybe for like young kids, but no.
Okay. Coach, is there any other match in your lifetime besides this that you can compare this to?
Let me think back. No, this match sucked. It was terrible. So no, and if there was, they definitely didn't. They definitely killed the town if they did.
So Miz is hiding under the ring, and then Corey Graves gives a great quote, "Looking for Lucille," which of course is the bat that we talked about last week from Negan. Both men are down for very little wrestling, but they're both very, very hurt. Priest, terrible kick off the top rope. And Adam, I know the answer, but I'm just going to act like you already answered it. Adam, is this a result of distractions? Yes.
Right? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Mike, are you a zombie fan?
Damn right, I'm ready for zombies. We didn't talk about this last week.
What does that mean? You're ready
for them.
I'm ready. Let there be zombies coming up my house. I'm ready.
So we have a figure 4. Screw you, Adam. We assume the zombies are up and are up. We assume the zombies are up and coming wrestlers. Yes. Is there anybody recognized out there?
I seen Braun Breaker and Von Wagner.
Joe Gacy, Scotty Too Hotty,
I seen Joe Gacy. Yeah, I seen Gacy.
I thought they were dead. Undead
NXT stars.
I saw Mae Young.
So anyway,
I saw
me
my
too.
old.
I'm sure at this point they were just happy to be on the show. Priest and Miz fighting zombies. Broken Arrow by Priest.
But why would they not get extra people? Why would they get people that you see on TV every week?
It's
Well,
the
we weren't seeing
COVID
them yet.
era.
Yeah, but
All
this
these
is before they were really big
There
on
was
NXT.
no Braun
though.
Breaker yet. We know now.
Well,
That's
all
the
these
thing.
NXT stars, they've already passed through the like
this
protocols
is
and
before
everything for
2.0, yeah.
COVID.
Dude,
and
hey,
Yeah.
I don't
quarantine.
want to.
Fuck it.
I don't want to,
So-
fucking. I got a cool tangent about old Braun Breaker. I was talking to this older guy at work. He's, he's an older guy at work, and he's employed at this job, whatever. But the thing is he watches wrestling. So like we talk about wrestling every now and again, and they're doing a house show. An NXT house show is coming here to Melbourne, I think next month sometime. And we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, man, it'd be cool to see Braun Breaker. And I was like, I hope they call him up to the main roster, And I could tell he's already getting lost in like the conversation. I was like, the Steiner's kid, the Steiner's son, and he's like, huh? And I was like, Braun Breaker. He's like, yeah. I'm like, that's Rick Steiner's son. He's like, what? No way. And I'm like, yeah, man. That's Steiner kid.
They
But,
should have
yeah.
just named him Rex Steiner.
They really should have.
It might still come back.
Hey, maybe when he goes up to the main roster. Rex
It was
Steiner.
definitely I think it was a McMahon idea, and he's.
Oh, for sure.
So we have Broken Arrow by Priest, kick out at 2, running knee by Miz, Priest kicked out, Morrison doing an acrobatic moves on the outside, the zombies get him, then the Reckoning by Priest for the win. That is really it. This leaves the Miz in the ring with the zombies. Army of Darkness graphic. Dave Batista, please keep your friends out of our events. Sincerely, us, Corey. What'd I miss, guys?
You missed 2 banger of quotes.
Go ahead, please.
Well, when this is in the intro, because I forgot to mention it in my tirade about the intro, but they were talking about Damian Priest, and I thought this was kind of a low-key shot heavy at New York City. If anyone can deal with the undead, it's Damian Priest, who had to deal with growing up in the New York underground. Take that, yeah. I think that's a shiv at the old New York. And then I like this other one by Corey Graves. Don't adjust your screen. No, we're not launching ECW again. The lumberjacks are zombies. And I thought, oh man, I died when I heard that.
Oh,
I actually
Let me
watched
ask
the
you
match
guys
twice,
this.
which is too many
Let me
times.
ask you guys this. I don't like Damian. I've never liked him, never liked his gimmick, never liked the way he talked.
Oh, Devyn's gonna
Prove me
cry
wrong.
now.
Talk me out of it. I've never liked him. Go ahead.
he has it all. He has the arrogant, like he can be a heel, he can be babyface if you want him to. He's got the moveset, he's got the mic skills. I'm
He's
sold.
got a lot of charisma because he was a fat guy and now he's skinny. So like he
Yeah.
has the funniness and the charisma of the bigness, but it transferred over to when he lost all that weight. Look
like
up
him.
Damian Priest past photos. That's a big old boy. Big old boy.
I think he should
When-
stay a heel though.
I'll just look at your current.
when he started with Ring of Honor, he
my
was a
current
bigger
to
guy.
his current is pretty much how he went.
Punisher Rodriguez.
Yeah, he was
That
a
was his
big
name.
dude.
in
I
Ring of
think the
Honor.
Judgment Day is stifling him.
Punishment
I think
Martinez.
he's a good. When he first got called up to the main roster, I think he had a lot of potential, and obviously, you get booked how you get booked. But yeah, I don't think Judgment Day is really giving him the platform that I think he was
I
better before Judgment Day.
I completely disagree. Do you not like the Judgment Day or just him in it?
Well, here's the thing: haven't watched Raw in a long time, also. But I will say that it seems. I don't know.
Check out
I
this.
think the
feud
way
with
that they did
AJ
the
Styles.
Edge and Finn and everything, I think my taste of Judgment Day got
I think you
sour
need to start
because of
watching
how
Raw
all the
again.
bullshit at the beginning was.
I think you need to start watching Raw again.
Well, it's
I'm
hard
just
to
saying,
stay
I
up 8 till 11 and wake up
That's
3
They work
hours.
3 hours later, yeah.
I'm not talking about watching it live, James.
Well, how am I gonna watch it? Not.
You don't have a DVR. You don't have a playback.
I stream cable, Brad.
And so you can't stream that the next day.
I
So
guess
it's gone. 100% can.
You're probably right because I can find it on any bunk
Yeah.
website. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I think they're building it right.
You can find it on Twitter the next day. What are you talking about?
Yeah, most of the time when I'm at work, like during the break or something, I'll just check Twitter.
You want the cut down version anyway. You don't want 3 hours of this shit.
Yeah,
I didn't love the Shield right away. They grew on me.
I wasn't watching
then all of a sudden they were a main event, and now it's like everybody wants them back. I'm not saying they're going to be the Shield, but I think they're building them right. But anyway, I like Damian Priest, coach. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's a slow build for him. I mean, they were push. See what it is with him? They push, and now he's kind of leveled off right now because anytime you get put in a group, you're leveled off.
I remember hearing about him in NXT a bunch, and then when he made it to the main roster, I'm like, hey, he's going to be a player. Like, this is a guy I need to pay attention to, And it just never.
Yeah, they made him North American champion pretty quick, and then they got rid of that and gave it to Johnny Gargano. Then they gave it to the skinny kid.
So when you come to the main roster and feud with Miz, you kind of like you're going places. That's your litmus.
So we got a couple questions.
When Priest and Leon Ruff did their thing in NXT was great because he put the belt around him and it dropped to the floor.
Right.
I think it was way too big for him. So Priest can do comedy. He can do bad guy, good guy. I mean, Priest is an all-around good athlete.
I think that was my favorite version of him too. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Brad, before we get to those questions, I just wanna add one thing to this match. During one of the moves at Damian Priest, he leaped off the top ropes and landed on the Miz's knee, tore a ligament in the Miz's knee, and 2 weeks later, the Miz would return to Raw, not dead as a zombie, but in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I saw that in your notes, Devyn.
Oh, hey, you remember when Johnny did that flip over the steps?
Yeah, he did that sideways flip thing.
That was actually pretty cool too.
Looked like he kicked somebody. Look, he kicked him in the head.
Well, he kicked all of them in the head.
Wasn't that what he's supposed to do?
He kicked 4 motherfuckers and
No, he got
zombies
stabbed him in the heart.
That.
That's vampires. Never mind. Sorry.
So Brian Haremza says, speaking of zombies, I think The Walking Dead is overrated. Couldn't even finish an episode. Do you agree or am I crazy?
I agree.
Crazy.
You're crazy.
I agree, Brian Haremza.
Fucking crazy, Brian.
Well,
Crazy.
Explain overrated to me. The show got over on its own with fans. It was on AMC. It wasn't meant to be this show. Like,
no, technically,
you know what overrated means.
They went to
Everybody
HBO
sucks
first.
it off, and it's not good. That's what overrated means.
They went to HBO Max first, and they said, no, we don't want nothing to do.
There was no HBO Max back when it started, you freaking asshole.
They turned it down and said, we don't want no part of it. They went to
was no
AMC.
HBO Max.
He's talking about HBO in
No.
general.
Yeah,
No, Walking Dead was supposed to be one season and one season only.
Yeah,
And it
wish
got
was.
over.
That's all I gotta say. Fucking
And
wish it
AMC
was.
took advantage of that shit and made millions.
Millions. And it's
Everybody
a
sucked it
fucking
up
better.
so bad on Facebook before every season premiere. I would always put Rick dies, and I would just post it, and then everybody be like,
But he don't die, motherfucker,
Leave
because
the
he's
spoiler
coming
in,
back
like,
in
I don't even watch. I
2023.
was just always every season.
It's
Well,
ending
okay, whenever the
this
season
year.
premiere, no spoilers, and I would just put Rick dies.
I'll say this.
When you finally got it right.
The episode
Right?
with Negan, with the blindfolds, that you guys probably didn't see, except for a couple of you. With the
Ooh,
blindfolds is
Loved it.
one of the most intense hours of television I've ever
Oh,
seen. in my
when
life.
the
Sweet
redhead
ass
dude and the other was on their
Lord, where's
knees and
that
stuff.
though?
The one episode I watched is when Negan debuted.
Yes,
That's the
and
only
it
one I
is
watched.
in
Oh, wait a second,
intense.
dude.
When
Okay,
Stephen
yeah.
Young's character died, oh my
Yeah.
god.
I watched it. No. I watched a couple episodes first season. Never really got into it. I was a Breaking Bad blowhard, and it was after
Yeah,
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad.
Overrated.
baby.
Get the fuck out of town. So
Breaking
that being
Bad,
said,
baby.
I did watch. My friends talked me into watching Walking Dead. Watching Walking Dead. I was like, hey, I don't know the story, but I'll give it a chance. I know. I get it. Like, I'm not gonna know the story, but I'm gonna see what it's about. And they're
About
like
zombies that
eating
ain't
testicles
real.
and stuff like that. Like they're munching on people's balls and stuff. What episode was that? Yeah, there was one. Yeah, Mike's shaking his head. He knows. That's the episode.
I can't
watched.
remember which one, but yeah.
I'm
Right
looking at
now.
everybody. There's like 6 people there, and I'm like, y'all watch this. Like, this zombie chomping on some dude's nuts, and y'all are just like, what's the story,
Mhm.
James? Like, chomping nuts. what? I'll pass on the story if that's what this is about.
Look,
Brad, is that your nut chomping socks? Or what
This
is
is
that?
my,
For real. Brad immediately went through, oh, yeah, right here, nut chomping.
I got nut chomping socks.
This is my
Yay.
Lucille socks that I wore today to work.
Is
Yes.
she a nut chomp? Oh, New Seal's a bat, right?
How was that
I
bad
didn't
on
start
the
watching
sock
until
bigger than
like
that you
season
carry
2 or
around?
3.
You know what I'm talking
But
about?
once
Mike?
I started
That's a nut
watching-
chomping episode.
I went back and started watching everything, and I've watched every fucking episode. Every episode of
Exactly
Walking
that.
Dead, Fear of the Walking Dead, Tales of the Walking Dead,
Oh
every
my
fucking
God.
thing for Walking Dead,
Here's the
I've
thing, I love
watched.
Breaking Bad.
Love
I've
that
seen,
show.
like the 2 seasons of Better Call Saul. Like I'm not, you watch Talking Dead probably?
Yeah, Talking Dead is
Mhm.
tremendous.
Talking
Good
Dead's
God
good.
It is.
almighty.
It's like-
I don't watch it live though.
You see
I'll
that,
watch it in a
Adam?
couple
You
days
see that?
later.
It's the Cliff Notes. It helps you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I don't
your-
watch that one
your
live,
ad-free
'cause I gotta go to
shows? Is that what
bed.
you're saying it's your podcast?
Hey James,
Uh-huh.
this is what I think about Walking Dead.
I agree.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Ted the Hillbilly Hill says, we have Count Chocula. We have Frankenberry. We have Booberry. What's the zombie cereal? Does anybody know of one?
I
Thanks,
found
Ted.
my D, ladies and gentlemen. I found my D. It was in
I
my
ain't gonna lie,
notebook the
man.
whole
Sometimes
time.
when I find mine too, I react the same.
It was in the notebook the whole time, folded up.
So I looked this up, and there is a zombie. It's called Zombie, but you can't get it anywhere.
Zomberry.
Fuck yeah, Brad. Good shit.
Zombie it's PANDAN cereal, vegan.
Sponsored by Non-Magic Spoon.
Yeah, Lucky Charms is a zombie cereal. You tell me that leprechaun ain't dead?
Mhm. Yeah, right. That motherfucker's like 200 years old.
Same with the tiger.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah,
Back in the day, I know this is not, but that Trix commercials, man, they were always an asshole to that rabbit. Like after a while, I kind
Yeah,
of
let
felt
'em
sympathy
have
with the
'em.
rabbit.
That's
Yeah,
why they
no
call
shit.
him tricks.
He would go to the
because
fucking
he was a
cereal
whore.
and be like, "No rabbit!" Like what the fuck, assholes? I always
He
thought
was
they
just
were an
fucking
asshole to the
hungry.
Rabbit, dude.
I'll tell you what, the Lucky Charms though, I was out when they brought the purple horseshoes. How many damn things do we need?
Hey, you remember the frog, the Honey Smacks or whatever?
Yeah, I remember them.
Good cereal, though. Good lie.
Yeah,
I mean, we
I
all
haven't
know the
had
best is
cereal in
Cinnamon
a
Toast
long
Crunch
time.
and Fruity Pebbles, like 1A, 1B.
You know
Cinnamon
what my
Toast
favorite
Crunch,
cereal
Fruity
is?
Pebbles.
Cookie Crisp. I love Cookie Crisp.
Oh,
Well, okay,
Oh.
pinky out, but
I
you know,
love that one.
What does that mean? What kind of
actually,
Cookie Crisp
because
is
you're
out?
rich. Honey Bunches of Oats, good one. Yeah. the
Golden
blue one with
Grams?
the
Golden
almonds.
Grams. Golden Grams is probably the best cereal
Dude,
ever
we
made.
sometimes we
Cookie
get the
Crisp
box
are
of Honey
the
Bunches
best.
of Oats,
Cookie
man. We sell them
Crisp.
for 99
Cookie
cents.
Crisp. Thank you, Adam.
Hey.
Adam's a pinky guy too.
Thank
What
you for
about
your
Cocoa
service in the
Pops
military.
or Honey Pops
We
or whatever the
we
fuck
sell
it's
Honey
called?
Bunches of
That
Oats,
looks
the almond
healthy.
one, the blue one, man.
What is that
99
healthy
cents,
shit
bro.
you got, Coach?
This is generic. I still eat generic. This is Honey Bunches
More-
of Oats.
multi-grain-
generic.
Dude, Rosie,
I know
let me
what you're
know.
saying.
We get Honey Bunches of Oats, the yellow one, or gold with the honey. We get the almond one and we get the strawberry one. Sometimes we get them as a pallet and they drop them for 99 cents a box. I'll fucking mail you some.
I love that stuff.
Because at the
Bring 'em
grocery store, they're like 3 something. 99
you need
cents
to
a
get
box.
some REESES. Yes, Reese's
Oh,
Puffs.
jeez.
Reese's Puffs.
You know
Oh,
what's
that's
funny
awesome
is
too.
I offered a girl.
What about corn
a
pops?
single mom chick I was crushing on.
Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
hey, do your kids eat cereal? She's like, yeah. And I was like, hey, I can get them some Honey Bunches
That's
of
all you
Oats. It's like, my
Fuck
kids
that.
don't eat like Honey Bunches of Oats.
Hey, don't forget about Cocoa Krispies now.
Now you guys are all forgetting the
I'm
best.
all in all the Krispies. All the
The
Krispies.
best cereal.
Cocoa
Fruity
Pebbles,
Pebbles
Fruity
and Cinnamon
Pebbles,
Toast Crunch.
Life.
Life's good. Good.
Life's
Life,
cinnamon
Life
Toast
cinnamon.
Crunch, yeah.
But you
Slice
gotta
up a
let the milk
banana
sit
or
in
throw
there.
some
Hey, I got some
Blueberries.
they get a
cardboard
little
here if you want to
soft.
chew that. What do you mean
Hey,
fucking
you want
life?
fiber?
What the
Is that
hell
what you
is
want?
that?
Fiber?
Who the fuck? Live cereal.
life cereal.
Ow.
The cinnamon kind. You have to do the cinnamon kind.
I'll tell you what everybody can stick up
Oh,
their ass
right.
right now.
Captain Crunch.
I got
Has
some
anybody said
cardboard
Captain
and you can
Crunch?
Captain
sprinkle
Crunch is
cinnamon
good.
on it. You can eat that.
And I'll
Have you
tell
ever
what
had the
everybody-
French toast shaped as French toast? It's like
Yeah,
French
let's
toast.
not-
Yeah.
let's
When
not get
French
outta here.
toast always shaped as French toast, dumbass.
He's talking about the cereal. I
The
thought the same
cereal,
thing
I
when you
can't-
said it at first. Like, what the fuck?
I'll tell you right
No,
now,
it's
you
about
guys
the
can
cereal
stick
French
shredded
toast.
wheat right up your ass. Shredded wheat is terrible.
And that raisin
But
bran
the
shit.
Not the
showed up
frosted
your ass
mini
too.
wheats.
Wheats aren't too bad.
Frosted mini wheats are the bomb.
We're not talking about frosted. We're talking about that bullshit. That they, like that's not good.
Oh,
Corn
like
flakes.
FiberCon? That's pretty much
Get
what
rid
you're
of corn
eating.
flakes, too.
You know?
Cornflakes are out.
What about
What-
what
do
about
you want to
just the
shit a brick? Eat you some fucking unfrosted that shit.
cornflakes is just raisin bran without raisins.
Exactly. It's all
I'm
shit.
not interested.
No.
Two
Give me the
scoops.
raisins.
You remember when they used to be like
Two
2 scoops of
scoops.
raisins in every bag? Fucking
Right.
whatever. You know you
I
lying.
wonder who the guy was that did the 2 scoops per box. I got
It was
my
a
2
spoon.
scoops every box.
It was 2 scoops.
Hey,
of
whoa,
straight-
Don't put
Oh
more down
my.
in there. No
What do
more,
you
no less.
What do you do for a living? I put the 2 scoops in every box.
Right? Hey, we rip you off in them raisins, but by God, we're gonna give you a fucking shit ass toy to go along with it.
Hey, that's two Scoop Tony over there.
Hey.
Shout out to Ted the Hillbilly Hill for that question, and thanks.
That was awesome. That took a very unexpected tangent.
The Heel Truth is his podcast. That's definitely worth listening to, and our guys have been on it a couple times or one time.
Very
fun. The trivia question: Who was the Tony the Tiger voice? He was associated with professional wrestling.
1-800-COLLECT.
I don't know.
Kill O'Neal.
What?
Mark Madden.
No.
Mark.
I know who you're talking about, Coach. I can't think of his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Give me the answer.
I was hoping you guys would get it.
We're on the road again. We're on the road again.
It was always the guy that was on the road. Hey, this is so-and-so on the road again.
Yeah, come on. You guys remember the on the road again, like skits and wrestling?
Yeah.
I know Devyn does. It was definitely before him.
Man, it's glad.
Eric Bischoff and Tony talking about him all the time.
Yeah,
it's the guy that called Tony.
He's great.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What's his
you
name,
don't
Coach?
know this? Because he would always go to like the next town they're going to. Like, hey, we're going to check in with so-and-so on the road. And he'd be like, hey, you know.
I can't pronounce his name.
Just Google Lee Tony the Tiger. What do you
Lee Marshall.
Marshall. You
yeah, Lee Marshall. That's it.
Jesus Christ. Great. You sell cars to people. You can't pronounce Marshall?
That wasn't the name I saw. I'm going to tell you right now, that wasn't the name I saw.
It's Lee Marshall. Lee Marshall.
Yeah, Lee Marshall. Tony the Tiger. Google Tony the Tiger.
All right. Get us off this.
Brief.
James, back to you, buddy.
Fucking thank God somebody got to save this show.
We went on a 30-minute rant about cereal.
Speaking of any more questions? Saving this show.
There's one more question, but I'm saving it.
Okay. Well,
there's two more, but I'm saving it.
Are we gonna? Is it time for? Speaking of saving the show, America's favorite news segment, sweeping the nation. It's Adam from Bama with Waka Waka Waka.
I got a couple right here. It's gonna knock it out of the park. That further than that dumbass from New York, they hits home runs.
Hey-oh, thank you. I don't judge you for that one.
I see what you did there.
Well, hey, I'm good at this. I can do this all night.
All right, so what did one flag say to the other flag?
Will you suck my pole?
How's it hanging? How's it hanging?
Nothing. He just waved.
Oh,
all right, so why did the bullet lose his job?
That's it. What's that?
Why did the bullet lose his job?
Because he got fired.
He got fired. Thank you, Coach.
Oh,
man, I need to get the air horn thing.
Waka waka waka.
Brad's as red as Mike's shirt. Another reason you should watch the video version.
That wasn't as funny as my joke.
Oh, you thought your joke was funny. Nobody else
We're gonna have a joke off.
I'm in trouble for that.
Choke off. Wait a minute.
Joking off. Adam's already showed his.
I just think about it. I think it's funny.
Devyn knows it. Devyn knows it.
All right, so one more. I stayed up all night trying to figure out where the sun was, and then it dawned on me.
Oh, that was good. I liked it.
I like that one.
Then it dawned on me.
Sounds like a dope head joke, though. After you think about it.
I will stick with 3 today because that's all I felt like writing down. I forgot to show my D enough. I've done enough for this episode.
Great. Hell of a camera you got there to show that D too.
I'm glad it zooms in enough because you couldn't see it unless you zoom in.
Heard that.
Thanks for the camera, James.
Oh yeah, you good. Hey, I know what it's like. You know, I showed my chest hair one time, and you know, next thing you know, they want the total package, Lex Luger, and all I can give them is, you know, what is it? Yeah, I mean, I can't give him nothing. Camera doesn't zoom in enough. Oh, I do want to say, though, you know, with all these funny jokes, you know, that we make up on the fly, someone call it improv, but I guess not everybody that listens to this show calls it improv. So I want to say that we changed the category, RJ. Thank you for a proud listener, RJ. We changed the category to wrestling. So now we can be rated with you. That's cowboy shit.
So let's go to my segment.
Because this is a wrestling podcast now, RJ. It's wrestling. We're not funny anymore. We don't make up shit. I read a script the whole time. You know what is improv? Fucking Bill's Mafia. You crashed through too many tables.
We're more improv than wrestling, though.
Thank you. But no, can't put that as a category. You know
So-
what I'm saying?
So I wanted to do something a little different, and I will incorporate a question into this eventually with the second part of this. But during a zombie apocalypse, guys, what do we talk about? We have to have essentials, right? You got to kill for your food. You're going to have fire. You're going to have to find water. But what is the one non-essential item that you are going to have to get by during a zombie apocalypse? Now,
Wait a minute. I've been watching Naked and Afraid. I should
Are you
know
talking
this.
about household items?
it could be no, not an urn, but anything like let's just for our imagination's sake, whatever it is will work during the zombie apocalypse. So, like, just because there's not electricity doesn't mean that this one thing you pick will work. If that's
Coffee.
Swiss Army knife.
Fire.
One of those survival things. I got one in my
non-essential
car.
assholes. Something you want to have fun with, like something you have to have for yourself.
Dominoes.
So like
Oh,
my
I thought you meant,
phone's
like,
battery
if
will
we're
never
going
die,
on
and
a-
I'll always
you know,
have
we gotta have
service.
some
Internet
bones.
access.
I'm going to tell you what I have to have. I'm going to have my AirPods, and it has to work for everything I want to continue to listen to.
But how do you
Well, what are
charge
you
them
gonna
though if
listen
you don't
on?
have any way
Well,
to charge them?
that's what I'm getting at. It's
You ain't gonna charge your thing.
if you had
know?
one wish and this is the wish and this works forever.
solar panel, and I'm a king
go.
to all you motherfuckers.
This is not working
Netflix.
out.
Netflix.
Because I'll have a solar
All right,
panel,
Netflix.
and y'all be,
Netflix is
oh, you
banned.
want some electricity? Well, you're gonna have to barter some food.
I want Netflix so I can watch the Tiger King.
What about you,
Ooh.
Devyn? What do you have to have in a
honestly,
non-essential world?
My cell phone. If I can keep
How you
my
gonna
phone
charge it?
always charged and always have service, if that's
Oh,
the
I didn't know we could
stipulations here,
choose
then-
fucking.
Oh, now you're going in
Oh,
depth.
Oh,
Now you're
I
talking
want
about
phone service
and-
too. If I'm gonna have a full battery, I might as well wish for phone service. I mean, what the hell do you mean?
All right, you know what? Fuck this. I got a part
No,
two.
no, this is survival style. Not
Shower
like
head. Go
I
have
am
the
so
shower head.
lost.
Yeah, you know
it's
what?
some
I
deserted island, you know, like, but you get a
I'm not
full
dr-
phone all the time, I guess, but no service.
forget it.
But you get
Listen,
Wi-Fi.
Can I
Forget
answer?
it. It's over. I have a better thing to say.
It's a
Okay, so
logistical question, Brad.
let's
Brad, you didn't think that one out.
I
Coach
thought it
had an
out.
answer.
You guys
Industrial
were all-
size cans of vegetables.
I forgot
and
who I was
unlimited
dealing with,
ammo.
right? So forget that part of the question. It was just a non-essential item that you would have with you during a zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
Like,
non-essential.
soap?
Well, I guess that does make sense
Non-essential.
because the phone would die quick.
What about soap?
I'm done playing.
That's essential
None.
though. He's talking non-essential.
Like you have to have a wagon for some reason, you know, or
A Burger
you have to have a
King
bike.
paper crown thing, so I can walk
Something that
around and
makes
be
you
the
happy
king of
in
this
a
island.
21st century world with
It's
everything
not
working.
essential.
You want
My
to
baseball glove and a ball.
My red ball.
You know what?
Blue
I'm
chew.
done with that ball. I'm gonna tell you right now, Mike. I'm done with that ball today because I've been watching you play with your ball the whole time.
Adam's got his D on camera. Mike's juggling his balls.
So I got a second part of this question anyway. So Zoel Lopez did say, in terms of fear, where does throwing into a lock? Okay, in terms of fear, where does being thrown into and locked in a casket rate? Now, this is a very good question because
7.
I'm going to tell you right now, no one's ever going to put me in a casket.
I'd say 7
Yeah,
out of 10.
story.
It depends for how long.
No,
I got
they're
it.
closing
Is there
the
money
door
involved?
and they're leaving the room.
All
I'm
right.
out.
For a day or for a week or what?
He didn't specify. but
It's a
he
pretty
wanted to put it
terrifying
in-
thing, though. Like, if you were to get buried alive, like, let's say you get kidnapped, thrown into a casket, you hear them shut it, like, probably hammer it shut, and then you hear, like, dirt being tossed on top of it. Pretty fucking scary
The-
thing
the
because you're
cla-
going to
the
suffocate.
claustrophobia.
You know? Yeah. You're going
Well-
to freak out, like, how am I going to get out of this? I'm going to fucking suffocate. And that suffocation's
Is
I don't,
somebody going
you
to
know,
find me in
got to be a
time?
terrible way to go.
What did you just say, Coach?
Yeah,
It's a mental. It's
actually
a
have-
mental thing.
I actually have experience in this, and this is a shoot. I won't tell you what fraternity I'm in. If you listen to past shows, you can find out what fraternity I was in. But part of the initiation, I'm not going to give up our initiation, which fraternity, but we all had to be in a casket for 12 hours, complete shoot. And the whole point of it was
What?
that before we were that person and we died to that person and we come back out and we're now a blah, 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 blah fraternity
Yeah.
member. 12 hours.
Well, hey, I want to shout out to Delta Chi because we never had to do any type of shit like that. That's all I got to say. All the
And-
damn time, ATDT, baby.
And that's why you graduated, right?
You know it.
So, Mike, you want to be put in a casket?
I'm not going in a fucking casket when I'm dead. Let's put it that way.
All right, so I'm getting to that. Okay.
Household
Devyn?
item.
So there we go. You ain't putting me in the
He's
casket. I
going
don't give a
into
damn.
household item.
I've been in a casket.
I don't even have to go in that. I'm not going in a casket. That's all I got to say.
Are you
School
going to
did
be
a field
cremated?
trip to the funeral home when I was younger. My elementary.
I don't care if they let me
school.
on the side of the road and left me to rot. I am not going in a casket.
You
We've
ever hear
all-
about those people that did that prank thing and they jumped in a casket as a prank, and then like the person that did fell asleep, so they cremated the wrong casket and cremated that person instead of the one that they were supposed to. Yeah, you'll never. It happened a couple of years ago. Yeah, because
That's
they
a
were
hell of a magic trick.
Or they jumped into the burn thing, whatever it is. I know it's not a casket, but
Incinerator.
yeah. Well, you put them in something, then put them in there. That person jumped in there as a joke, and then fell asleep or something. Next thing you know, roasted that person. But then it's like, oh shit, there's the person we're supposed to do it to. Who the fuck was that? So then they ended up, it was a big story like a couple years ago.
Anyway,
Well,
Devyn.
moral of the story: don't prank stupid shit. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
But overall, Amy, you're right. Brad asked some fucked up, terrible questions. So thank you, Amy, for your input on our F, Marry, Kill question.
And continued
Brad-
support.
Brad, I think I could.
I'm talking to Amy at the end. Okay.
Brad, if I could keep my mind occupied, I believe I can handle it for a little bit. But if I start thinking, oh God, what's going to happen?
Right.
It's a whole different ball game because it's a mental thing. It's totally a mental.
Yeah. Like I got a lot more I need to do. So if I were to just lay in a casket and it closes, then yeah, the mental, especially
I'd have to be listening to music or something to keep
dropped
my
on
mind
it.
occupied.
I'm sorry, Devyn. What you were talking? We jumped.
These
all over you.
Halloween things take very morbid turns all the time.
They do.
So in like second or third grade, my elementary school took a trip to the funeral home in town, and we all got to stand in a casket, and like it closed for a sec, and then we open it back up and come out. But I haven't thought about that until like literally when I was going back and watching this match and stuff with Undertaker and Yokozuna. So now I don't think I could get in a casket. Like it's just kind of a creepy, morbid feeling. Like James said earlier,
what the
like
fuck kind of elementary school did you go
hey,
to?
for those watching the video version, click the back about 15 seconds because Devyn goes, yeah, they took it to the casket, they closed it. And then he just like continued on. Like he legit shivered for 1 second during telling this story.
well, it's something weird to think about because
It's
like
fucking
literally
terrible.
all
As a
of us,
child, they were like, hey kids,
Every
come
single one
on
of us.
down.
there's just one standing up right there, and every single one of us got to go in, close it for a couple seconds, open it back up.
And it wasn't like
All
a
right.
Dracula like haha thing. It was like
Brad, this did not
It
go
was
the
like
way
a
you
field
wanted to,
trip.
did it?
this is nuts, dude.
No, it's fine. Here's the thing. I've been in the trunk before of a car, and that's just as bad to me.
Can't wait for that story, Brad. You being kidnapped.
It wasn't that running out of room in the car. I just went in the trunk. That's
You're the
it.
small one.
What she said. I'm not going. I'm not going in a casket. But anyway, so that's why it comes to me the Happy Death Day. Which way does
Fuck
everybody?
yeah, let's keep this going.
for the rest of your life, what's your choice of death? Do you want to be buried in the ground? Do you want to be burned? What do you guys want to do? Like, what's your idea? How do you want to go? I know everybody's thought about it.
How do I want to die?
No, he's talking
How do you
about
want to
after
be
that.
like,
Yeah.
when you're dead
It's
already?
a weird way he
Where do
worded
you
that. No, he's not
where do you
asking
want your-
like what's your
you wanna be
preferred way of
buried?
death.
Do you want to
Old
funeral
age,
home?
preferably.
I'm not talking about religion here. Okay, we're leaving that out of this. Of course. I'm just talking about like
After you
don't
die,
like,
how
I
do you
don't-
want your body to be handled?
Yeah,
Is
here's
pretty
the
much
thing.
what
I
he's
know I'm
asking.
dead. I know I'm dead. I still don't want to be in a casket.
I know I'm dead.
I know I'm
Cremated.
dead. I know I won't know it. I don't want to be in a casket. I want to be cremated. I don't know, put on like a shelf.
Boy,
And a
this
house-
is the
and a
best
household item
episode we've
somewhere.
ever done.
So, what do you think, Devyn?
We have a cemetery up on my great grandpa's. Well, it used to be my great grandpa's land. It's like right next to where he used to live. So I have like probably 30 relatives that have been buried in there. So I'm probably just gonna be buried there. I honestly don't care if it's a urn or if it's a casket. I'm gone already. Do whatever you want with my body.
So, I thought about that. I thought about why the fuck do the people do that? And I realized why. It's not about them being next to the person they love for the rest of their life or anything like that. It's about the relatives coming and visiting, one-stop shop.
Oh, there you go.
That's
No,
kind
it's
of true. Because I can go see my
Because
aunt, my great
you're not
aunt. I can go
there,
see
dude.
my
You're
great
dead.
great
You're dead.
grandfather.
You're not really next to this person anymore.
Yeah.
So you're dead. It's just about one-stop shop. Nice way of putting it, right? Really.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's efficient. You get the whole family, like it's efficient.
In and out, 20 minutes.
You can grieve, you
Yeah.
know, collectively.
Yeah. What do you think, James? How you going?
After you got to word that different. You know,
Right.
like
You're dead. You want burned up. You
what
want
are they
buried.
doing afterwards? How
You're
you
being
going
scattered,
is how you get
being
there. You're talking
scattered
about after you get there.
Dallas
You gotta word
Cowboys
this completely
field,
different.
ashes all over the helmet.
After we get, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. I would assume that my family's gonna make that decision. I really haven't put any thought of like, you know, bury me here, dump my ashes here, do this, like any of that. I really haven't thought about that. I would assume that my family is gonna do whatever, you know.
I'm not that picky either. I just don't want to be put in a coffin.
My older sister will have to figure that out in the future. You know, I'll
just
it
put me
that way.
beside my
Well,
daddy, I'm
my
good.
dad listens to this. That's a strange thing to say. I don't know,
Sorry.
man. Fucking great topic, Brad.
Hey, some
You
things,
know?
some things hit,
Great
some
shit.
things don't.
Mike's meat minute now, or what?
Oh, sorry, guys. Fuck
Hell
off.
yeah, let's roast some flesh. You know?
Cremate me. I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I
Coach,
really
I
don't
have a
know though.
feeling Coach already's got his plots picked out.
Who asked this question?
It doesn't matter.
Brad.
Oh, I don't know who asked it.
Happy Death Day was me. Yeah.
Hey, that's actually you ever watch Metalocalypse season 1? Happy birthday, death
You know
day.
what?
When-
I'm sorry,
When
from this
all their
point forward-
family comes and visits them and they hate it, Metalocalypse is a great show.
Brad, you got to realize that is not the worst thing we've ever talked about. So you got to
F Mary
remember
kills
that.
from this. F Mary kills from this point forward. Thanks.
Hey man,
Only-
we almost
that's
got
all anybody wants to
canceled
hear
a couple weeks
anyway.
ago, now we're like, hey,
It was Halloween.
death. Like this whole episode, death.
We
death,
did. We
death,
did an
death.
We did a show with the Undertaker getting buried, put in a casket. Seems-
Pardon
And
me,
the Miz
sir.
eaten alive.
He was
Something
risen,
hit,
you know, or
something missed.
what was it
Well, there's
like?
to it.
Hey, I like your microphone. Let me,
What
let me
was
see
it that
your
Bruce
microphone.
always says? Like, you know, levitated or whatever.
Yeah, I'm done.
I can't remember.
Mike's Meek Minute, Devyn's demographic next week.
Be
outro.
not proud. Spirit of the
We're gonna do
internet
Mike's
was
Meat Minute
the soul.
before
My
Devyn's
outline went away,
demographic?
so I don't know what's
Devyn's
next.
demographic first.
Oh, hey, Devin.
Hmm.
Can't wait to hear what the kids are talking about.
Can we
'cause
just
a lot of
skip
them
Devyn's
are like,
demographic
"Just
and go
kill
to the
me,
meat
my
minute?
life
Can we do that?
stinks."
No, I'm excited for today's Devon's demographic.
Fuck yeah, dude. Change the tide. It's your time. It's your time right here. This is your
All
face
right.
turn. Change
This-
the tide.
Roll Tide.
This is about a documentary that I've recently fell in love with. I watched it twice already.
Was it
It's
Jeffrey Dahmer?
It's called I Love You,
Because
You
that's a
Hate
fucked
Me.
up show.
Oh God, a Barney documentary. Fuck yeah, Devin. Can't
That
wait.
shit
It's
was
a
on Jericho's
documentary about
podcast.
Barney. It
I
was.
ain't gonna lie,
and that's
I
what
watched
Devin's
it because
talking
my
about it
little
because
sisters
Jericho
love
had him on the
Barney,
podcast.
and they drove me fucking bananas with Barney.
I'm not gonna lie, Jericho's podcast is what drew me to it. That's where I first heard about it. But now I've watched the documentary twice. It's
That's not
freaking
bad.
insane. I didn't realize how much hate was towards Barney growing up. I was
You
a
know
huge
what?
Barney
I've-
fanatic.
Because you're too
I've been
young
on
to
the
know,
fence.
man. You're too young to know.
I
I've
was
been on
one of
the
those
fence about
kids
watching it,
sitting in front
Devin.
of
Is
the
it good?
TV.
Is it really good?
I wouldn't watch it now.
The documentary is not bad. They give a lot of.
Oh, the
sense into a lot of
documentary?
things.
I definitely go watch the documentary.
As a kid growing up during that time, especially one with very, very younger sisters, because my first younger sister is 10 years younger than me. So I was probably like 13, 14, and they are just glued to Barney. And I mean, it's pretty fucking terrible. Now,
So you were probably
am
one
I
of the-
meeting up with people and bashing them with hammers? No, that's psychotic as fuck. But I did have an extreme hatred for Barney, yes. But it wasn't like destructive. It was
There
just
was
like
fraternity
fuck, I hate
parties
that, you
called
know?
I Hate Barney parties. And there was rallies where you could pay $5 to get 5 swings of a hammer on a stuffed Barney. There was
That's a
literally
little much, man. It really is.
there was teenage kids jumping jumping people dressed up as Barney in the street just
That
because
was
they
the
were
way
dressed
of the
as
world
Barney.
back then, though, man. It was straight. The 90s, although pre 9/11 is a great time, there is a lot of angst and stuff that was building in the 90s, too.
Well,
I mean,
that's
look at
kind
Woodstock
of
99, how the
Stone Cold
decade
era.
pretty much ended, you know?
Woodstock 99.
Like,
But yeah.
so all the anger, because all the popular shit was like, you know, I love this music, but it was like grunge and you know, all that, you know, like alternative stuff, and like you have Marilyn Manson going around doing crazy shit. Like the mood, although very positive in the 90s, in retrospect, when you look back on some things, it was popular to be the like outcasted, dark, gloomy, pissed off, you know, stuff. It's a strange time, man.
Well, yeah,
fuck Barney. Barney was too much. It was all over the place. My little sisters watched it all the time. They had this live, the live show, but on VHS. We watched it fucking all the time because when I had to babysit them, guess what's the quickest way to shut them up? Barney. Guess how many TVs we had in this said household? Yeah. So it's either play PlayStation and hear them cry and bitch and moan all the time, or put in Barney and hope they take a nap so I can play, well, this is Super Nintendo back in the day. Yeah, man, Barney was everywhere, dude. Like, it was a humongous cultural phenomenon. So the hatred of it was big because if all of your kids and all of your little nieces, nephews, sisters, brothers, and all that are watching it, of course, the older generation is going to hate it. So, I mean, it's a popular thing. Like, everything is popular gets hated because people love it so much, people hate it too. It's just the same thing, just like with a purple dinosaur.
So if you've ever even watched the show Barney or heard of the show Barney, I honestly feel like you'd like this documentary. It's called I Love You, You Hate Me. It's on Peacock. It's really good.
What is it?
Documentary.
Documentary?
Documentary. Yeah.
That's
That's a great
documentary.
emphasis that you put right there.
Terry Runnels.
Yeah.
I like your emphasis on the word documentary.
Must be a New York thing. I don't know what I did wrong.
A lot of times it is, man.
I've never heard.
A lot of times northern. Well, okay, and we love all of our fans, but especially ones in the
All of them.
Great.
I love my fans.
Right.
I'm gonna have a few less after this episode.
Oh boy, we're treading mud right now.
All right, come on, let's eat some meat.
You ain't some, well, actually, I had a couple of requests today.
Two?
Somebody wanted on a slow cooker, and then somebody said beef stew.
All right, let's
So
say
what are we gonna do? We're gonna do beef stew on a slow cooker.
Yeah.
How about that?
There it is.
Sounds like meat's 5 minutes.
Right? All right. So you need 3 cups of water.
Oh.
You need 1 pack of beef stew seasoning mix.
Warm
need-
and serve. Oh, sorry.
Yep. You need 2 pounds of chopped up meat, whatever kind you want. I
What
do
kind of meat?
beef stew meat.
Well, I mean, do you do beef?
I like to do London broil. I get a 2 pound London broil, slice and dice it.
That's
I do
Okay.
ground chuck. You know, it's a little bit. It's a
Ground
little
chuck's good
fattier,
too. You need a 1/4 cup of flour,
but how much?
2 cups of chopped up, cut up potatoes, 1.5 cups of carrots, 1 medium onion, sliced and diced,
What is that?
an onion,
I thought you said
onion.
mud in.
That's what I thought. I was
I
like,
said-
what is that?
a medium onion. You just get a medium onion.
Medium
Hey,
onion.
what about
medium
horse
onion-
sauce?
medium
You got to
onion
do
is
that.
mud in.
I'm mudded.
I don't put Worcestershire sauce in mine, but you can put some Worcestershire sauce in yours. But I do put the beef stew seasoning mix if you listen to it.
McCormick.
But no Worcestershire. I got you, Adam. Don't worry. And then about a 1/2 cup of sliced up celery. What you want to do with this? Well, then take your fucking celery out. Okay. So what you want to do is mix up your vegetables, your seasoning, mix it all up in the water. Take your meat, coat it up in some flour with some salt, pepper, and some flour. Mix it together. Throw it on the crock pot. Put it on low for 8 hours.
Low and slow.
Or if you're on,
Short.
that's
work.
it. That's it. Go to
Low
work,
and slow.
get your job done, come
Have your
home.
house catch on fire.
That's it. Or you can put on high for 4 to 5 hours. It depends.
Hey.
Whatever you want.
Mike, can we please post this bullshit on Twitter once in a while too? Where you been?
I do every now and then.
Yeah, not every week.
You can find it on
No,
Google.
not every-
That's where he looks.
But usually every week I'm posting on like Facebook about our podcast
I
to the
appreciate that, but let's talk about Mike's meat.
thousands and thousands of my fans.
I'll tell you what I won't be posting: Zombie Apocalypse Happy Death Day segment.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna be posting this one.
Yeah,
Mike,
man, I
if
could have a very interesting time editing this, or I could just post it all, and we all know
Just
which
post
way it's
it all.
going. I'll give you a hint.
I know
the
exactly
latter.
what we mean.
I'll give you a hint.
Hey, they
This
gotta
is,
listen to it and decide.
How did we
Like,
jump
when
the
you make
shark
this stuff-
twice already in 27 episodes?
You should post the pictures of the food you make.
Yeah.
I'm
Because you
eating,
make
I'm
them
not
every
taking
time you do
pictures.
this.
Hey, Mike, I like stew. Actually, I like beef stew. I like stew a lot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know
Especially
you
on a-
love
I
scooping
post
meat
pictures when I'm
down
throwing
your
her on the
mouth
smoke
and
or something every
roasting
now
out
and
the
then,
sides.
but
On a Sunday
I'm-
during football season, when the Eagles are beating the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, and you're just like,
Yeah.
you're just throwing meat in your mouth and having the juices run out the side.
Six
We all know you're doing
and
that.
oh,
see,
if they
there
lose
we
every
go.
Sunday, now they're
James
still
on football season. Throw meat in his mouth, have juices running down the side.
Not me, Brad.
Oh, yeah.
You done said it was you.
No, I said Brad.
I gotta do that, Coach.
We can hit the 15-second button. This is gonna be this is the best one yet. I can't
Oh.
wait that new people that listen are like, well, they got me. They
Fuck
had me
y'all.
for 3 episodes and now I'm done.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Kick Out Crew.
Back to you, James.
Fuck yes. Well, next
well,
week,
we know we haven't fucking talked about that.
you know, hey, next week you'll just have to pay attention to our Twitter. That is at Kickout Crew. If you want to hear what we talk about next week, and my God, wouldn't we all? Then you'll just have to follow us on Twitter. That is at Kickout Crew. So
Yep.
next on the
That's it.
agenda
Peace.
is, I guess, our goodbyes. Well, ladies, I understand that last week I showed my chest, and I am floored by the response. So I just want to let you know I am at James L. Cori. DMs open. And we are the Kick Out Crew. Well, actually, you are the Kick Out Crew. And I just at James L. Cori for the ladies. You can follow us at Kick Out Crew on Twitter. Please watch the YouTube because, boy, if you listen to the audio, you really don't get the full picture of what we're talking about. And we are on Facebook. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. You know what? We all are everywhere because it's your show. But that's enough about me rambling. I'm going to send it on down to Brad because he's next on my screen. So, Brad, take it away.
So I'm saving this to the very end. I have a question from Amy Vaughn, our friend Amy Vaughn, maybe your friend Amy Vaughn.
Oh, we're running.
Why is Brad still raging about his silly FMK game? Asking for a friend.
Because every time we do something else, it shits the complete bed. So, Brad,
Let me tell you something, Amy. JD may be scared of you from Ringside Rant. Maybe RJ scared of you from Ringside Rant. Bring it, girl.
They're
Bring
probably being cordial.
I don't
Hey,
back down. I don't back down. Okay?
They're just being nice guys. They're trying to dance around. They're trying to be Fred Astaire around the subject. Amy, you want to challenge Brad? You know you got an open invitation.
Every Batman has a Joker. And guess who's Batman? This guy.
Riddle me that.
So, at YesMan Brad on Twitter, Amy.
Oh, are we gonna have our first second guest
Ooh,
or a 2-time guest? You know what I mean.
We'll see.
two
See if she's up
times.
for the challenge. We'll see if she's up for the challenge.
Oh, well, an open challenge that we'll
That's what
hear.
it sounds like to me.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, awesome stuff. So I guess Devyn, you're next on my screen. So Devyn, let the people know how to reach you. Promote the TikToks, the Instagrams, and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can catch our Instagram and TikTok, both at Kick Out Crew Podcast. You can catch me at DevynD19 on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I don't do much TikToking, but only
No,
for
you
the
don't.
account. But only for the account. On my
set you
own, I
up
don't.
for,
do it.
hey, promote our TikTok, and you're like,
I did.
I don't do shit.
I was saying, you don't listen to me. The Kick Out Crew podcast on TikTok has a lot of videos. We have a lot of views on there. My personal TikTok I have like one
We
video.
don't give a
that's
shit about your
terrible.
personal TikTok, Devyn. Damn.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying the whole time. So, Devyn Dowling, this was a fun show this week, guys. This is back-to-back weeks with Damian Priest. I liked it. It was a good end to our spooky series.
Right.
Hopefully we're done with
It comes to
Damian
a
Priest.
terrifyingly bad end. But whatever. Mike is up next on my screen. So Mike, drive it on home.
Well, you can reach me at Whitaker1028 or don't. I don't give a fuck. Do what you gotta do.
Dude, that is the best. I'm gonna
Peace.
start using that. You can reach me or don't. Yeah. Fuck yeah,
Okay.
that is Whitaker1028. Sorry, I was laughing through it. That was fucking awesome. I like that a bunch. But next on the mic is you throwing your D on camera
The
again?
D-Man, yeah.
D-Man.
That's Adam_from_Bama.
Did we leave you enough time? I know you paid by the hour.
So Top Guy Theater's coming back either this week or next week. So
Oh yeah!
Yes.
Shout out to Frank, the homie.
nope. As a matter of fact, I gotta call Frank right now so we can actually talk about it.
Should we just do Adam again?
No.
Yeah, go back to Adam.
I'll be all right. Go ahead.
I'm at Whitaker1028. Message me or not. I don't give a fuck.
All right. No, we're good. We're good. All right. Well, last but certainly not least, Coach Rosey. My God, man, do some professionalism and bring us to the house.
Well, as November, December, and January opens up, I'm going to be having to miss some shows. So if you think that you are up to the job or up to the task of filling in for me on Top Guy Theater, please leave us a line.
Where at?
Oh,
Top
I
Guy
didn't mean
Theater.
Top Guy Theater. Edit that out.
No, that's staying. That part's staying.
Kick Out Crew. I had a 3-episode run on Top Guy Theater back in the day. The first 3 episodes, that was enough of that. But Kick Out Crew, I got basketball season coming up, so I'll have to miss some Thursdays. We have games. We do filming on Tuesday. If you think you're up to the task to fill in on the Kick Out Crew, we know we have a list of people, but we could have some fans out there in Canada. We've had some great views in Canada, Israel, Kuwait, Pakistan, Afghanistan,
Hungary, Germany. We've had a
Freaking
lot
Rhode
of.
Island.
Yeah.
So are you saying non-top guys?
I'm saying, well, shit, we got 2 non-top guys in here right now that freeload that come to the events. So why not have somebody else come? You don't have to be a top guy to be a Kick Out Crew member.
You just gotta be, hey, we don't give a fuck. Yeah, whatever tier on Afri shows, probably some people ain't even part of Afri shows.
Yeah, I don't
right.
care about that shit.
Yeah, if you want to be on the show, because it is your show, Rosie seems to be maybe a little sabbatical, so maybe a spot open up for you. Some of you people that have been on the bench, hey, can we put you in? Is it your time to shine? I mean, we'll just have to find out, I guess.
And Adam, that's been going on in Top Guy Theater for a long time.
Yeah.
You've been.
It's hard to fill in on this show. We're pretty professional.
So I'm just saying it's been done, and it's not a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Whatever, Adam.
I mean, we take extensive notes, and we really put in a lot of preparation and work on this. So if you want to, better come with your shit straight if you're trying to get on this show.
Expect an
Better come with your A game, son.
Expect an
because
outline
it
by
is your
Wednesday
show.
afternoon.
So
okay?
if you legitimately want
If
it
not
to be
Thursday morning.
your show,
Never.
what are you assholes doing? I'm cutting the biggest promo.
I know we're
So
being
if you want
assholes.
to-
You never interrupted us though.
Jesus, get it out, get it out. What do you want to say, Brad? Fucking talk.
So Amy, game on.
All right, good shit. So if you want to be on this show, because we all know that it is your show, then this would be a perfect time to, fucking put up your dukes, I guess. Because when life gets us all down, we just kick at it too. Because that's what we all do. Because it's not just us, it's you too. We're all the Kick Out Crew. I hope you listen to this long of this episode, because It's a doozy. And hey, submit your resumes because we got some openings. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.